All right, let's call the meeting to order at 6:14 PM. The Upton Cultural Council meeting for November 18th, 2025. All right, let's do a roll call of everyone. You know what? I'll just go around and name everyone. Jennifer Conrad, here. Megan Ronzio,
Here.
Lynn Haggerty,
Here.
Marie Kitchen,
Here.
Shelley Glassman,
Here.
Robin Jokola,
Here.
Kate Baden. Is
Here.
it Baden or Baden?
It's Baden.
Baden, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
Baden. You're saying it right.
All right. All right, and I do not see any other attendees or members of the public. Okay. Has everyone had a chance to review the agenda?
Yes.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the agenda for today's date?
Lynn Haggerty approve, make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Sweetheart.
Sorry.
Second.
All right,
That
all in
was-
That was
favor?
I-
That was Shelley. So Lynn made the motion, Shelley seconded. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope, motion passes. Okay. All right, has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from our October 21st, 2025 meeting?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And can I get a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Megan?
I'll second that, Robin.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope. All right, motion passes. All right, treasurer's report. Take it away, Marie. Give us an update,
I was looking for.
please.
We found out some interesting things about the new sign-in, the login, and that error of 11,000 only because when you hit submit on the first page to get to the second tab, yeah, that's where the mistake happened. But we had a good meeting with Greg, and I had a meeting with Lynn, and I'm looking for my notes while I'm talking. We have $7,100 of grant money
Yep.
to spend. We have 437 of local funds to spend. Of that, we still have an outstanding invoice. We approved the seed starting event last year, and I'm still chasing her down for an invoice. I've got everything of hers. She filled out, but yeah, I'm waiting for her to give me an invoice, and I've coached her on what that invoice should include. So I'm waiting to hear for that. So that's $100 or less that will need to come out of there. Let's see, as far as FY25, I've got two requests for payment with me here. We only have one outstanding, and that's the prismatic stem laser. Thank you.
Supposed to be next week.
Yeah, Shelley, for chasing down the story walks. And
Thank you.
I saw Kathy at the Luminaries, and I told her, let's get this paid. So we're only one outstanding, and that's $899.
Excellent. Good.
So yeah, we made $106 at the Bloomer Girls Fair, and no expenses because we didn't pay for didn't have to pay for a booth. So is there anything else that folks would
Heritage Day, how much do we make?
that was on the last one, but I would love to tell you about Heritage Day. That is I'm gonna have to do the adding.
279.
The cash and Venmo is more like, let me see, 118. It's 231, I think, with the two together, because I have a total cash deposit of 327 of Bloomer Girls and Heritage Day together. So
She's so excited.
She's
making money and not.
What's our ending balance then? For locally raised funds?
I've got 437.
So are we using, or have we talked about this? Are we using that 437 towards our amount available for granting today or no? Okay.
No.
7,100
I
is.
guess we'll see.
It is 7,100.
But
Okay.
I don't,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then,
Why is that no?
no.
We're not,
Sorry, Mom.
Don't share,
Yeah.
sorry.
because we've gone every which way for that.
So when,
Yes,
for the treasurer's report, the
I found my notes.
the 437 is what we carried. That is not inclusive of the two recent deposits,
Okay.
okay? they're not in the system as of yet. And when, upon doing the report, we included that, and that's retained
Mhm.
for for us to use, just like what we ever encumbered is the same.
Okay.
So we're back to this. We're
Yes.
back, so,
So
Yes,
are you saying
7,100.
437 hasn't hit our account yet, and that's why we can't
no,
spend it?
no,
That's
the
not what
four,
you're saying.
no. The
That's okay.
$437 is included and accounted for in the report filed with the state,
Yeah,
that we will retain that amount of money. So from this, so when we take away
oh, okay.
as a minus that money, we come
Okay,
down,
I
and
got
just like we take away what we owe to still pay.
So we've already told them.
What we
we're
paid,
retaining
we've
it.
already, when the report was completed,
Mhm.
we come down to, we have $7,100 to grant.
Okay,
Mhm.
Okay, not including our own money that's set to the side.
right.
Mhm.
That does include any accruable interest. That was part of the interest doesn't stay off to the side. The interest is accounted for
Mhm.
in the formula that you
Okay.
file the report for the state.
So why are we not why are we not using the 437 toward granting? Because don't we vote on that? Have we already voted on that? I'm
Hmm.
a little
We-
confused.
When we set up we have not voted to include that into the 70,
Right.
and if we had previously, then we would add it. We can always, we discussed, I believe, and Jen can correct me.
Hmm.
What we discussed was that we may collect, since we're looking for a program, Native American may be, or of some other, we're retaining that funding to do a program that we see, that doesn't fit into everything else we received.
Right, I understand that. So you're saying we already talked about it and voted on it?
Yes, we
Okay,
Mm.
I just don't remember,
Yes,
but I might have missed that.
Oh,
Mhm.
no, sorry, I
So
didn't.
wait, just so I understand for future reference, the time to make that decision is before you know what your grants are? Is that right?
The time so in our priorities, we decided, and I believe, Megan sent them out to us. We decided that, if we wanted to, we have the ability to retain 20% of the amount of money that we get allocated from the state.
Right, I understand that, yeah.
And we've also kept to that we're raising funds to bring a program that that
Right.
hasn't come our way. So more or less, we voted a couple of times, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, to to build that up and retain that money.
Okay.
And then throughout the year.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
the
I just-
seed.
I don't remember.
And this
that
was
we-
this.
I just
We
don't
have
remember
used it
that
for,
they
like, I
needed
think
it.
we
Yeah,
tried
I
it
remember-
administrative,
I
like the
missed one or two,
tablecloth.
So I could have just.
Yeah.
Well, no, you've
too
used, that's something else. You've used,
Mhm.
it's all one, what gets confusing, it's all one thing of money.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's like one big,
One pot of money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
but it's broken
when,
down in all these
when you
different ways.
spend $280 on a tea towel, a set of tea towels, but it's in the middle of the year, you're stipping on that chip of money. So there's 5,000 in there before another 7,100 comes in. And we did retain, and we are,
We have
it
in the
adminis-
past. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did retain in the report, you can retain up to 5%. So instead of retaining $355, we
Two something.
retained 200 and something.
I think it's
So that's part of, that kind of, we use that when, yes, when we needed to buy things like administrative fees cover your tablecloth, it covered your
yeah.
banner.
Banner, we got the banner. yeah.
The banner, and, we more or less, the funds we've raised, we've used to bring program and buy merchandise, because
Yeah, yeah.
I think we also had a couple of years where we didn't have a lot of applicants, so we
Right.
had
Yeah.
money that we were like,
yeah,
the state gave us money and we didn't have enough applicants to spend it,
Yeah.
so that's when we voted to keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, but the past couple of
Yeah.
years, we've had
We've had a lot of,
more
Yeah,
applicants,
it's
so
about
we've
the
just,
20%.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
about
yeah.
yeah,
this
The 400
the
and,
400
yeah,
and what dollars, we already talked about
Right.
not adding
Yeah.
that to the 71.
Right.
yeah,
Right, and it's
In a
already,
prior
it's-
meeting that I.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
already, now that the report is finally finalized and
Yes.
God love
Yeah.
Marie and everybody else, we had some
Good work. Good work.
hiccups along the way.
Yeah, we found mistakes and we learned things.
Yeah, we found missing numbers, we found some, but it's all worked out and
Yes.
we're at that
Bless you. And you.
71.
yes, thank you guys.
I was just as shocked when it said 11,000, I was like.
I know, I was like, what? All right, I have one
You
more
have to watch
question.
my
What
lip.
about the 8550 that was not paid to Cheryl Fay because her grant came in lower than or her invoice came in lower than the actual grant, so,
That is accounted for
Okay.
in the formula that we filled out.
okay,
Okay.
okay, so that's
It
still,
rolls in.
all right.
Yeah, and the end result is we have $7,100.
The end
That is
result
what
is-
it was great.
On one side, we have 7,100. On the other side, we have the 437 plus the two deposits of 106 and 200 and something. So
Yep, that
all
was mentioned.
collectively, we're
Yeah,
gonna,
last-
I
think
thought we
was-
had like, how much did we have, 800 or 700?
700 or 800, yeah.
Collect, what do we have altogether? 800
Where?
or 700? Altogether, the deposits plus the 437 equal what? 800 and, I don't remember.
Oh, that'll be.
I was doing some other math too.
Mhm.
But, yeah, so even though it's one pot of money, do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, yeah,
It gets
it's good, it's
confusing.
very confusing. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that was the next thing on our agenda anyway, was to talk about the status of the financial report, so we're good, and we got an email from him that we're no longer on the bad list, you know, yeah, outstanding list, but guess what, there's like so many other communities that are on the list that haven't submitted their
But it wasn't
reports.
even us that were bad, right? It was
No.
like, it was the
No,
town.
it was the town.
Yeah.
I just call it his bad list, but
Yeah, no, I
he's
know.
been very,
Yeah.
very accommodating,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, he
Um,
loves to help out.
We-
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Three
He's really
times in a
great.
day.
Yeah, we both.
Seriously.
Yeah, he's really nice.
He wants
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah, I think he wants people to call him.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't
so-
want you out there doing bad things.
Yes.
Bad.
He wants to keep us- yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right, so now we've resolved the financial report
All
and,
right.
okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So a quick recap for the Bloomer Girls Fall Fair. What everyone think? Like, how did, you know?
I think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
It was easy.
I think it was, I like it better than the United Parish, I think. I mean, you know, there's a lot of vendors there too.
Yeah.
And even in the room we were in, there was still
That would
a
be a
good
number.
number.
Because we were
of
right by the
vendors.
food, which I think.
Well, which I think
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't open.
I didn't know, but yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
It seemed
So-
like you were putting the non-profits in that.
Yeah.
room.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
DPW.
That was
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah, so that was fine. I didn't, you know, I don't think there was a lack of foot traffic in there.
No.
Again, because we were by the food.
Yeah, and I got there at the tail end of it, but
Yeah, you and I did,
you know, when I first walked in and I didn't know where we were supposed to go, I was walking through the whole thing.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
If I saw you, I would have been like.
Because they're all these
Multiple
multiple
videos.
Yeah.
rooms, you know?
And,
Overwhelmed.
yeah,
I
they-
looked, I looked in there and I went, mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
so
the
I
cafeteria
think
that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, yeah, it was packed.
It was
I thought it was,
It was
Yeah.
tight.
I thought they
there,
should have
thought.
moved more
Yeah.
into the
it was a
room
little
where we
tight,
were,
but-
because there was so much room
That
in
was
there.
nice.
They're working on,
Yeah.
they're working on it, because that was
Help
their
people
first,
without-
like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
branch out to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Were we in the gym?
one thing I want us to consider. I think that the tea towels are great.
Mhm.
The coasters always go.
Yeah.
But I think we need, just to think about it,
Mhm.
just throwing an idea, we need something like almost seasonal, like something that we can,
Mhm.
that
Hmm.
something, you know,
Okay.
I know I was stuck on the ornament that might not be, you know, but something seasonal that,
What season are you referring to? Are you
Well,
referring
what-
to
Christmas,
fall
yeah.
Or building up to
Holiday.
the holiday season?
I think,
seems like
like a
that's-
holiday, like when we're, I
Yeah.
think that's when they're buying things and,
Yeah.
you know, we can even consider, this is the time, like, I know, like the coasters and the tea towel,
Mhm.
like a
Mhm.
couple of my friends go, oh, I can send that,
Mhm.
you know, this one in college or that one there.
Yeah.
We just might have one more
All right.
product.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
Well,
Think
that's
about,
all.
especially at that fair, because that was very seasonal.
Yeah.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of Christmassy
Yeah.
holiday
Yeah, I
stuff.
want one.
What are those?
What are those?
You just waiting for someone else to take one?
I think the same thing about your cheese.
What is that?
I didn't make it.
Or even
Yeah,
cobbler.
made it. It's all in.
All right, so that's good. So I think we all, thought it was like a good event.
Yeah.
And it was busy. I mean, we, even though we were toward the end of the day, like we had a lot of people come up to us and
Yeah.
I mean, one thing people have asked me about is the pint glasses.
Oh.
So I'm thinking
Yeah,
maybe we go back.
When we were on.
Yeah, so I think maybe we switch back to that at
Yeah.
maybe at some point, because like
Wine glasses, like maybe we
The
need
wine
glasses.
glasses?
Maybe that's our thing. Or,
yeah, the wine glasses were
Wine
nice
glasses,
too.
wine
A little-
glasses, yeah.
How much do we sell those for?
We sold this for $10 a glass.
Yeah.
Which is a little easier to deal with than 12, because
Yeah.
12,
Change,
people
yeah.
have to change and.
So yeah, maybe we, since we have a lot to do, like, let's everyone think about it and
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's for the new year.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
first thing I remember doing years ago was the wine glass, like the little, not the stemmed wine.
Oh,
glass,
yes,
but like
yeah, I know what
a,
you're talking about. Yep.
yeah.
The bowl.
The bowl wine
Yeah.
glass. So that was the first,
Oh,
that was the first one. Then we started doing pint
Yeah.
glasses. But I
They're popular.
people ask me about them.
Yeah. Like we use like you don't
Right.
use wine glasses when you drink wine, really, but like we use the pint glasses all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe we,
Yes.
maybe we,
Wegmans,
Maybe
Wegmans
like-
is my personal
Get
baker.
a stem, a wine glass with a stem this time, and maybe you put a little, those little save,
No,
what are the
for
savers
baby.
things, so you know which wine glass.
oh, yeah, the charms.
Yeah, but a stem,
Yeah.
one with a stem, because they
Yeah,
asked
it's a good
about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, so keep it in mind and think about maybe like as the holidays are here, think about what kind of holiday, I think an Upton holiday thing would be
Would be
nice
good.
because, people who used to live, moved
Yeah.
away and new people to town,
Right.
and things like that.
Teenagers
Maybe an
are buying
ornament
like
or
gifts
apple
for-
all over
I
my
don't know
Yeah,
if they're parents.
parents or think it's a good gift, so.
And by the way, I thought our basket looked stunning.
Yeah, look
When I walked by, I was like, oh, you guys did a great job.
We
Great.
do best.
I try.
We
It's
do.
White Bell. I went to White Bell.
You went to White Bell.
thing, so.
I had to
She's
add
lovely.
another
Everyone
thought.
should shop
They
there.
got that sign there, right? The
She's
Christmas
lovely.
sign from the
Yeah,
White
she
Bell.
lives
Yeah.
on Josiah Drive or that neighborhood.
Right there.
Mhm.
Okay, all right, so some good things to think
Oh, that's
about.
Great.
All right, just a quick recap of healthy soils.
Oh, okay. I met Joelle and Bethany, of course, and putting those two together. When we set up our table at Upton State Forest,
Mhm.
we had a lot of people passing by that stopped and talked to us about what we do, and then the cultural council
Mhm.
puts us on, but no, we didn't have anyone show up
Mhm.
as far as hikers.
Mhm.
But our relationship with Bethany with WCCD, she's going to do a program with Leanne with the library
Mm.
later in the spring, and I'm hoping that we can support them
Yeah.
in that activity. And it didn't cost us anything then,
Mhm.
won't cost us anything
Yeah.
now.
It's our time.
You said there were no hikers.
No, no one
Yeah.
showed up
No one
because
showed up at the event?
Really?
no,
Oh.
Oh, that's.
It's
But,
because, I think
Bethany-
it's postponed twice.
yeah.
And I think when
Sorry,
something keeps getting
guys.
postponed.
My son needs to go to karate and he's blocked in. In the downstairs
Oh,
driveway.
Not me.
Not.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah, do you
upstairs.
mind moving your car real quick?
no,
I'm an
Okay.
upstairs.
wait, where is he?
He's down below and he's blocked in.
and that's me.
I think it's Lynn and whoever's parked behind
Oh,
Lynn.
is it?
We're up there.
Is it a white
Yeah.
vehicle?
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah.
So the
Okay.
DCR contact and WCCD, they were great.
Well, it's all very.
They were awesome.
Oh,
We had
I
a,
brought these. Too.
we had
I'm so
a
sorry.
women's natural. There were people that walked by and we got to talk to
Yeah,
them.
that's always good too.
And they exchanged young people. They both work with young people.
Oh
So
my
it was
gosh.
kind of a, hey, what kind of stuff do you have? What kind of stuff do you have?
I love
And
people.
so we made lots of connections, and I'm an eternal optimist. So
No, I think that's good.
And
Yeah.
that happened to us before, as we recall.
Yeah, it happens,
Yeah.
Like I said, we didn't have a
Hi,
hike.
I missed that. No one showed up?
correct.
Really?
No, but we had passerbys. There were lots
Yeah,
of important
I
people
think
on
it's
the
'cause
other
it got
side.
postponed.
So
Oh,
Twice,
I
yeah.
did talk to
I think
people,
that's
the
fine.
cultural council does this, and
yeah.
DCR was there, WCCD, and the ladies were awesome.
Because my kids would have been all over that.
I know, my
but-
kids, like I said.
There'll be
Yeah.
a program in the spring.
Yeah,
'Cause
well-
Leanne
Yeah.
got a hold of Bethany, so those two are connected.
Oh, good.
And so they're gonna have a forest walk, because Bethany is awesome with the littles.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe something in the spring.
I spread that out to a few of my friends too, like just who have younger kids.
Mhm.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
It happens,
8-year-old,
though.
right around the 8-year-old,
Yeah.
curious.
Well, it was also
Age
getting
group.
colder,
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
original times was,
September, I think.
yeah.
And then we had that terrible, we had like
The
terrible
first time
weather.
it was a monsoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah.
great weather.
Bethany says.
Oh, no, the
I
first
thought-
one was the permit issue.
Yes.
And the second was the
Monsoon.
heavy
Yes.
rains.
So yeah.
Oh, crazy. This, the horses were in their, Halloween garb and they fought each other. Oh my God, I'm not a horse person.
Then Upton State Forest.
Yeah,
some people.
they
like
have
to
a
go to the
meeting
Upton
once a
State
month
Forest.
and all
Yeah.
the horses were dressed up in their owners
Yeah.
and.
Aw.
the
Wow,
horses
it's like a little nichey, fun
I was
thing
having
to
all
do.
kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Aw.
And the two
Well, sounds like a good
ladies
time. That's
are
just too bad.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make
Well,
lemonade, you know.
Yeah,
always.
but again, it didn't cost us anything. So,
Exactly.
You know.
And we all excihed information, you know.
Yeah.
about these soils.
She has her ball in her mouth.
Oh,
Oh my God.
So,
Waiting for
yeah.
them to come back. I was watching this new show last night. It's called My Pet Ate What? It's
Oh.
it's on Animal Planet. It was on after, so I was watching,
Oh my
I wasn't
God.
feeling well last night, so I was
No.
laying in bed just watching TV. And I was watching Dr. Jeff, Rocky Mountain Vet. I don't know if you ever watched Dr. Jeff. But it was on after, it was like an old one of his, and then this was this new show, and it was all this doctor and his son, and they literally have all of these like tools where they go in for animals that have eaten something, something.
Oh,
Clearly,
God.
they look on the X-ray and they're like, oh, there's a
what
there's
they
a
eat this
blockage in
Yeah.
there. And then he has like all these endoscopy, type
Oh,
of things.
no.
They go in and they pull out whatever that animal ate. And it was a cat because they was George. They pulled out like, honestly to God, it was like 10 shoelaces.
That's
I'm not sure they even knew what it was, but
really
I
dangerous,
could
too,
not
like,
stop watching the show. I
oh
watched
my
2
God.
back to
I
back.
don't know why cats do that.
And they
I've
had
heard that
bones.
so
Oh
many
yeah,
times.
hair ties. Cats.
Yeah.
Some cats will like
hair
hair
ties are
ties.
dangerous.
But they pulled out this bones from a dog. It was like a chewy bone thing. Hair ties, a dime.
Wow.
So anyway, that's a new show.
Wow.
You know, I digress. So,
Good way to pass the time.
all right.
But
All right. So that's,
you
so
know, catch a couple of those.
again, I think that's, yeah, let's see. All right, before we get to the grant application, I'm just gonna skip ahead on one thing. So one thing I was thinking in terms of all of, these, all the things we do, is maybe we should do on our social media, on like our Facebook page, it's just like a little statement, like, hey, here's what your cultural council does. Like a little blurb that goes out to all our social media and says, and here's how it serves the
that's
town.
there.
Yeah, like we can, I just wanted to throw that out there, like awareness.
This is what.
Yeah, it's your cultural council. This is, maybe you don't know what the cultural council does. This is
Yeah.
what we do. And
What's the loop?
we
It's
can,
a soft
write up a little
version.
blurb on it and Shelley could post it. And we could put
Yeah.
it in, the town or the Upton, update.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love the Upton
We could
update.
That's a
put
good
it
idea.
to the
Love that.
side on our,
Yeah.
remember we used to put things to the side? That's
Yeah.
why I started
Hmm.
putting the treasurer's report.
Yeah.
We used to put
Those are
little
ridiculous.
updates there of, and Kathleen will definitely.
Yeah.
She's
So,
great for doing that.
no, as we, after the grants and after that's done, we could do some kind of like post like that. I was just thinking like, hey, it's a good idea to like, tell
Yeah.
people what we do and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
put
That'd
it
be a
out
great
there.
time to do it is after we
Is after we
issue,
do
after
all the
we
grants.
award, like all the
Yeah.
grants and,
So I just
Yeah,
wanted to skip
we
ahead because that was the
release
only
it.
thing that's not grant
Yeah,
application
because you
oriented.
did a press release before.
Yes.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that, because that
Yeah.
was like to the paper, to the
Yeah.
town crier,
Yeah.
or they like,
Committee Chair Megan Ronzio said.
In
a press release I wrote.
As the kids
Yeah.
say, rip,
I would like
rip
this.
Upton
You know what I
Town
did?
Crier.
You want
Yeah.
it? Oh, sure, that's my doodling. You can have it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
through
rip
the
the town
report
crier.
after it was done and I started looking for it.
All right, so that's
So
all our.
I have a.
that's
Yeah,
all
I
our
do too.
Business.
So.
Like the 18th.
That's all our business. So
We were
let's get
dealing
started
with
on our
numbers, people.
grants. All right,
That's
I've got my spreadsheet queen here.
Kate, can you hear me?
Hi.
Kate there? Can
Yep.
you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Kate?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I have the spreadsheet. I'm happy to fill everything in, the amounts, the calculations, everything like that.
so you
I just
don't
didn't
have
want,
to-
you know, both of us doing it. That would be it would be a little redundant. So do you want me to
Sure.
take over for this
Yeah, if you want to
discussion?
fill in the amounts, that sounds good. Any additional notes I can take. Remind me, I meant to look at this today, but then today got weird. Did we in previous years attach that document to the minutes?
Yes.
At the end, right? Like
Yeah,
we did at the
the
end of
fi- when we did our
December meeting,
final
right?
vote.
Yeah, the final vote.
When
Hmm?
I have to leave.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the one thing.
Dates.
On, Upton, Historical Society.
Yeah, I gotta leave
I
the
thought you
room.
said you didn't have to.
No, I have to recluse myself as a statement. I had it
Okay,
ready to,
okay. For when we get to the Upton Historical Society.
yeah, I gotta leave the room.
Okay,
This
so
is
yeah, I can do
invite-
the amount. I can even write the notes directly on the spreadsheet, Kate.
Oh, all right, great, thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
don't know if this.
Jen, what he suggested was to vote in blocks. So if
Yeah.
this meeting is gonna be the first block and the second part meeting is gonna be the second block,
Mhm,
then I would come in later or leave in that
mhm.
time.
Yeah, well, we can do them all
And I'll
together.
send Kate the statement.
Here it is. The second set of.
So I had one of the people or one of the grants that I was looking at. I sent them an email asking for some information and I got back. We've decided not to do it and please retract the.
Oh.
grant."
Oh,
So,
Hey,
Is it in writing?
yeah, I have an email.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we need
In
that.
writing.
Okay.
That's,
I can record.
that's the one,
What's up?
Upton Celebrates Culture. And
Oh,
it looks
which
pretty
one's
good,
that?
but,
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see.
By the Friends of the Upton Town Library?
yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Huh.
Looks like some really good ones on here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I looked at all of them, but that
Mhm.
one, that, I mean, I just kind of like glanced at the other ones, the ones I wasn't responsible for.
Mm. Okay,
Okay.
Well,
doing. But that one, I figured we should just know
Yeah.
that that is
No,
not
that's-
looking,
yeah.
they're not.
Cross,
looking from
cross
us.
it up. All right, how do we want to start? Do we want to start like,
Should we just go down?
In
the
we
order.
want to go down the list? Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll start.
do you
Okay.
like me to leave? Do you feel like I'm really embedded with 140 Arts? Should I
Are you
not?
on the board or are
No,
you?
I'm not. I mean, I go to meetings, I volunteer for
Mm.
things. Do you feel like there's a conflict of interest?
Let me see.
Well,
I mean, it's always to be better to be safe,
Mm.
you know,
but
than,
how is
than
that
not.
any different from I go to the library and I take out books and I go to the
Yeah.
library?
no,
Is it any different?
if it's a perception of a
Okay.
Do you volunteer at the library?
No.
Like, 'cause I don't know, I'm just wondering, like,
It's a
that
little
sort of-
different
yeah.
because he's been
I do
pretty
know.
involved.
Yeah.
in-
Yeah.
So I'll step out if you want to talk about it. That,
Okay.
can you be involved in conversations, just not vote?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Can't
Okay,
deliberate.
no, okay.
All right, well, let's
I
do
feel like
it.
I have
Sure.
I have a mistake that I pointed out, but they didn't.
So,
All right, so,
I'll go in there. Here, I'll turn the light on for you. You can hang out.
so for Kate,
yeah,
she makes a note that member Marie Kitchen stepped out due to possible conflict of
okay.
interest.
Is that okay, Kate?
Yep, that,
Okay,
Yeah,
all
Linda.
right.
Linda. Lynn, can you?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me
It's just
your
the two of
magic
you, right?
bars too, 'cause I'm just
Maria's
gonna
up
use
140
it.
yards and Melissa
The
about
table.
430.
I'm sorry, what was that again, Kate?
Several
Sorry.
hours.
So Marie Kitchen's gonna step out for 140 yards and Lynn's gonna step out for
Thank you.
historical.
Yeah, historical
Okay, that's
society discussion, okay, but we probably
That'd
won't
be
get to
good.
historical society today. Okay, so the 140 arts, we'll try to do this one quickly. So this one is for $750. And what they're doing is like a local theater production of Spamalot from Monty Python, if anyone has
Mhm.
ever seen that before.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's kind of straightforward. It's going to be used for, to offset their costs. And they're planning on having two productions. I think one is in Milford High School and the other is in Upton Town Hall. So, the one question I did have for him, well, he hasn't confirmed the dates yet, but he said he's working on confirming the dates. Maybe he will have that done by the time we end up voting next month. There was one question I did have on the application was there's a $100 participation fee for attendee, and it says for attendees, but he said that's actually, I asked him about that because I said, aren't people, they're going to charge admission to this.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're charging admission. But he said that is for, he said it's very typical in community theater productions for people to pay to participate like in acting and things like, the
Mhm.
actors and the crew. But this, and so the money that, they're looking for is to offset like the cost of scripts and all those, expenses that they have in putting on a theater production. So that was the one question I had for him. And I mean, it sounds great. I mean, performance rights, that's the other thing. And anything they have to, pay a licensing fee
Mhm.
for. So, I think it's pretty, I think we all kind of know what it is. It's a
Mhm.
local theater production. I mean, I think of Monty Python would be great. So
Yeah,
a lot of people
yeah.
would I think a lot of people would be into that.
The question is three.
Milford, so
Mhm.
Upton Town Hall
Okay.
and Milford High School. So I wonder why he's not, well, I think they're trying to broaden their outreach a little past Upton too. So I think that might be why they're doing Milford.
Mm.
So
So
What was the fee? Sorry.
700, so it was $100 per person participation fee for,
if they are going to.
if you're gonna, be in the
Part of
the
the.
production.
Oh, but
Yeah.
there isn't a fee for someone to go to the event.
Well, he says they're charging admission. I know, so it's never,
Yeah,
but-
that's always a question mark in my.
I thought he said it was
Yeah.
$15. Let me see. Let's see. Revenue generated from public performances, keeping prices affordable for broad access. And then they're gonna look for other support from, businesses and community organizations, so.
Did he say it was 15 or was it?
Yeah, it doesn't, I could have sworn I saw $15 in here, but I don't see it now.
I'd kind of like to know what that
Yeah,
number
I would
is
too.
Yeah, we can ask what, can I borrow your pen?
before we make a decision about it.
So- Let's see.
What are you looking
What is the admission fee, I guess? So they're asking for $750, not a huge ask, by the way. So, and now, and I want to see if he can get the dates nailed down. But I also would like to know, maybe we ask why Milford.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that's probably to broaden their outreach a little bit, but they are
Closer
doing
and
it in
it's bigger,
Upton.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are doing it in Upton as well, so they're gonna have 2 performances. So,
So then the question from, my question might be, is the $750? I guess it depends on what they're using it for.
yeah, he said
my
it's
dog, he's
mostly,
not gonna
it's like to offset their expenses, like the, purchasing scripts and, licensing fees,
Okay,
things like
so,
that.
but so in other words, it's not just going to Upton, it's also going to whoever else.
Whoever is gonna be in this
wherever.
performance, but he
Yeah.
did say they don't turn anyone, if someone can't pay this fee, this participation fee, they're not gonna turn anybody away.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So it could offset the cost of like the, performers or,
Yeah.
crew. I mean, you need to be crew, you need lighting and, all that
Right.
stuff too.
And this,
So it's-
it sounds like this is probably gonna be their first big performance, I'm
It seems
guessing.
like it
Yeah.
from what,
Yeah.
everything I've seen, because everything else has been, like art in the park,
Yeah.
the film festival, but this is actual.
Cold scripts and beers or something, yeah.
Yeah, like the script
Like a
reading,
building
table
up.
reading, but this is like
Yeah,
Right.
this is like a
bit.
bit, like a production, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's what he does, Matt Fear, he does like theater related stuff.
Yeah, he has a company and he works with a company in Grafton too,
Mhm.
it's a collaborative out of Grafton.
Mhm.
The
That started.
stone, the,
It's not the stuff.
No,
No.
not the stone, that's something else, but he does. When he first was introduced to me a couple of years ago, he had started with
Mhm.
a production group. I think the only question, like the same with Shelley I have is, $15 when we're granting the fee.
Mhm.
I think that's a little bit. It's on I'm on the fence with that one.
Yeah, I think we have to ask how much they're charging. I mean, the budget is like a $10,000 budget.
Really.
Because they have
okay.
production rights and royalties, director stipend, music director stipend, so they're having a choreographer, construction for set, costume rentals, prop set dressing, lighting and sound, marketing, and a contingency fund.
How was the grant written? Was it pretty well written? Like, did it seem well thought out?
It was fine,
Prepared?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understood this wasn't one of those you read it and you're like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's local.
It's local, it's
a local
performance.
community, it's performance. I
Yeah.
think it would be popular.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I would say
it would
it's
be
a
nice
definite
to,
need.
if, you know, our questions are answered, I think it'd be nice to help them do, you know, grant it and see how it goes, like what's their response and,
And
you know, in comparison to whatever else we might have though.
I think the only other thing that I would ask him, I'm just always afraid that there's like somebody in the community would like to go,
Mhm.
but maybe $15 a piece isn't affordable
Yeah.
for their family. Does he have some kind of, usually most of the groups have some kind of a plan like that, you know,
Yeah.
like, is there, I want to say a scholarship or,
Yeah.
only that. Other than that, I mean, I think it's,
Like Mute used to set aside tickets.
yeah,
Remember?
right.
For,
And-
you know, people that, you know, that the schools
Could
could
identify,
identify
yeah,
as people who
yeah.
would probably
Yeah,
like to
and
go and not.
he
might not be
can
able to
do
afford it.
that through Tanya, through social services. They do that with
Mhm.
other programs.
Mhm.
So,
Okay,
Just-
yeah, like a set aside free, you know, set aside tickets or a scholarship or what have you.
right,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
that's
senior
it.
citizen pricing as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, senior citizen is usually get a good discount. A little bit. At least some, no, I've never
Get
used
my
it, but-
senior citizens. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't mind want my senior citizen. I haven't used that yet.
Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. That's our first one. So,
Okay.
so.
So that could
um,
be, we'll just leave it
That's
as
a
an
maybe.
Yeah.
It's a maybe right now. Okay. Marie, you can come back.
So for these kinds of things where, you know, we've got like follow-up items related to grant
Mhm.
applications, like I'll make a note of that in the minutes, that you're gonna follow up with 140 to get more information about their admission fees, the plan for people who can maybe not afford the admission fee, like that kind of thing. So I'll put that in the minutes, those kinds of follow-up things that we decide to do. Is that fair or?
This one?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's.
I mean,
Not mine.
that way we can also keep track. I use the
Yeah,
minutes to
that's what I was
keep track
thinking. We
of.
can like
you know.
reference it.
What
Yeah,
is she?
okay.
I didn't even hear what she was, what are you putting in, Kate?
Just any notes on follow-up items. So things like Jenna's gonna follow up with 140 to get more information about their admission fees and what plan they may have in place for people who cannot afford the admission fee for the show.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep.
Just like those kinds of follow-up items, like no information about like it's a maybe, we're deciding, like just kind of this is what we're gonna follow up on, and then maybe it will be easier to keep track as we talk through things. Who's gonna follow up on what? Is that
Okay.
fair?
Would it be
Yeah.
easier to put that on the chart, do you think?
Yeah.
Because I can add it to the
There's not that
chart.
much room in the chart. I mean, if it's all in one place, if that's better, all in one
And then
place,
Notes.
then
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
It is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
Jen,
Jennifer
full.
Fiddy.
Is there enough room, you
Alright.
think?
Cool.
Or
All
maybe
right,
like a
next-
separate column for like follow-up or something like that. I don't know. But just maybe to, yeah, if you want to put it all in one place, you can put it all
I
in
can
one
have that,
place,
yeah.
but I just want to be mindful of the fact that there's not a ton of space in the chart.
All right. Okay. So that was that. And so next one is the Blackstone Valley Art Association. This is the Free Community Art Celebration of Upton 2026. They've asked for this. They've submitted this, I think, the past 3 years. We've never granted it. This is the one when they want it. This is the. So they want to do like a video.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
this one-
They don't
yeah.
explain anything.
They don't
about
explain-
what
so
this
they
is.
want to do like a video of like historic site in Upton that they would put online and that people would watch, and it celebrates Upton. You know, a local artist will guide attendees to appreciating a location and portraying it in art. We encourage everyone to showcase an item with their voice and vision. We videotape it so people can participate from home. We gather to create a community art show. I'm like, I just don't see anybody doing that. I don't know. This is like the 4th year in a row. They've
And is that, do they
350
still,
bucks.
they don't have a presenter, they don't have a date, they don't
No,
have a
and they
site.
don't-
They don't
and
even
it's
say
it's
what it is
artists
that
for,
they're gonna be doing.
and the costs are artists for demos. And it's like, well, what, you know, if they could give an example, like, okay, here in, you know, Upton, like pick a historical site that you're talking
Right,
about.
yeah,
And
exactly.
like what you would do with it, you know, like
Yeah.
what does that mean? I mean, it just seems, it's again, it's always been, I don't think
Very
I
vague.
don't think they update it with
Maybe
anything
we
at
can
all.
send them something that says like, you know, in line with like our priorities, like maybe you want to collaborate with Upton Historical Society, which is part of the municipality, Upton Historical Commission.
But it says like attendees, like, and they don't describe like how that works. Like, how are they gonna have like a class and everybody goes to some site in Upton and
Yeah.
paints it? I
And I
don't
feel
know.
like every year we send them a letter saying,
Yeah,
we don't approve you and this is why.
Yeah.
And then every year they send back the same exact template.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, I
We've
don't
already
think it's,
given them specific.
we've never,
feedback.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna make a note, maybe like suggest, it says here, we will work with the Upton Historical Society. Well, there's no
How about,
indication that they've actually contacted the Historical Society
Yeah.
to set this up.
so suggest a letter of recommendation for the Historical Society or the commission? Because the
Yeah.
commission's part of the municipality, part of, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like first preference is the, like the library, the commission,
Yeah.
the boards that belong to the town.
And you said it's.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just don't, if they had like submitted an example of what they actually
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
or, a link to something they've actually done, I don't think they've ever done that.
It's pretty tasty.
Says a strong social net have, 1,500 followers on Facebook. That's not what, it's a big one. They have 1,500 Facebook followers.
Well,
That's not
you
very
have
much.
under any kind of recommendation.
Yeah,
And something
again, it's
for
very
us to-
vague.
Or
It's
we've
like-
done this before and this is
Like
how it
here,
went.
Right.
here is how it
Yeah.
goes. I think they had done it in Grafton last year and we looked at it and it was just, I don't know. It just, I
Yeah.
don't see anyone, us putting it out there and people are like, oh, I'm gonna go watch this video
Oh,
on
they came out good.
I
thought
think
I'd
there's
take
other
them.
groups in this town that do a much better job of
Mm.
focusing on something like that, whether it's art, like,
Maybe there's more than one.
or history or something. So.
Mhm.
So we already filled that bucket and this
Alright.
isn't enough.
Yeah,
so-
I know. It
No.
doesn't.
If we have any money left over, maybe.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of-
say it's
I think
a
it's
no,
pepper.
Well, green peppers.
I
I
just,
still
you
know
know,
what is it.
You could
I know,
say-
I-
I
yeah.
don't-
I
Yeah,
don't,
you
I don't
could
like,
say
to-
yeah.
I don't even like to throw a bone to something that's not.
I was just gonna say that, like, I don't
It's
like
not really
really things
worth
that
it.
we're not
I don't-
confident
That-
will represent us well,
Yeah,
because,
I just think it's just, I think it'll just go nowhere.
Mhm.
Okay, so
So
that's,
that's a no.
so that's
Yep.
probably gonna be a no. All right, the next one
Arts Valley.
is the Blackstone Valley Education Foundation. So that's actually a real organization and they
Yeah.
do, I mean, Kellen did one of their one year, they got selected by the school and you had to do like a public service project or something and present it at the end. So, so that's, this is like a real thing, but let me just remind myself what this was. Oh, this is their art show. Okay, so they have an art show. This one, again, I feel like it's a little vague. So they want to have an artist in residence in the 15 districts that are in the Blackstone Valley, including, but they put Mendon Upton together. So each residency has a participation in a public student exhibition that would be in May, held at the Hopkinton Center for the Arts, where the students' work is showcased there, in their gallery that they have at the
Yeah,
Hopkinton
that's
Center for the
beautiful.
Arts. Yeah, it's very nice, actually. So I just really struggled to understand what exactly they're doing. So what they're doing is they're bringing artists into the classroom to collaborate on projects. But I'm like, well, how does that fill
Collaborate.
something that's not
Collaborate with whom, each other?
with students on creative projects that culminate in a regional art show? But I mean, how does that different than having
like an art teacher?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
an
it-
artist in residence, which
Yeah.
to me seems like an art teacher.
Yeah.
And do they coordinated this
What's
with
the
the
residence?
towns?
Is it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it, is there a location?
Well, it says in Mendon Upton classrooms, but there's no indication that they've coordinated anything with the schools, which you
There's
kind of
no-
need to do. So
No letter, because usually like,
let
the
me see.
previous superintendent would
I think
send
there is a letter. Hold
or,
on. Let me remind myself. This.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, I just can't. I have like 4 Blackstone Valleys. I can't remember who's who. But they sent this. They sent this big. What's that? Blackstone Valleys. Let's see. It have like this big handout almost.
That
one?
Hold on. This is like they sent this giant packet,
It's,
which is
Apple, it's an
That's
Apple.
thorough.
it's
short
like
form.
regional.
And I just tried making it this time. I don't know.
I thought there might have been a
I
letter.
gotta
here.
take some.
No, you know what? There is not. There is no letter in this.
Brownies on your
I think
table.
it's on the next one, which
I'm
is
gonna take here.
the musical.
You're getting
performance.
brownies.
No, there's no letter.
I gotta get some of your
Okay.
apple cheesecake.
But I feel like, again, I have a little hard time of understanding
Cheese and brownies.
how,
Wow,
like
it's
how
good.
this is
Okay.
executed.
And that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they're
because-
asking for
because I want
17,000. Are they asking other districts to
get
give the
that.
other?
Yeah, how
How many
many
are
other
gonna organize the
schools did they
sheet?
have?
Well, I don't.
They
know.
asked 1,000 for each school, was it
It's
7,
very good.
was it 7 schools?
17,000?
There's 13 schools.
13,
13
sorry,
schools.
in Black
Look
Hawk
at
County.
that,
Yeah.
Marvin.
But in this respect, I mean,
Alright.
if they had a
Like
letter from
food.
the school saying, yes, we want to bring this
Yeah.
in, we want
Yeah.
to do this project,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd be more
Yeah.
curious, but again, it's just like, what, is it
There you go.
fulfilling? And when, is it during school hours? Is it,
I don't
Yeah.
have a salad dressing.
I just have a lot of questions,
Right.
too many questions
in.
about
Also
this
doing
one.
like.
So otherwise, you think their application is like vague?
Yeah, like
Okay.
how
Like
exactly?
a waiver, but I don't like.
Yeah, so it's very, not many details for what is a pretty large grant.
No, thank
All
you.
of that.
They're asking us for
Thank
stuff?
you.
It's for 1,000.
1,000,
Yeah.
yeah. So
A
it's,
total
you know, it says,
17,
you know, it's
so-
all for an
I
art
can't do
show,
Yeah,
but to be honest, I don't think that
Oh,
the Mendon Upton schools lack for art,
yeah.
But I'm not exactly.
like our art things, because I think the art programs in our schools are really actually very good, like Mrs.
Yeah.
English in the high school and.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mr.
so we
Mr. Hanson, there.
We always be fair, like we always pick something, the arts, the science, humanities,
Yeah.
and each of the schools gets something.
Yeah.
We've always been very rounded, so if this isn't something
Yeah.
that,
I feel like if the schools were asking for this, or
Yeah.
the art teachers, that would be
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
but like, are they
yeah.
trying to fill a need that doesn't really exist?
Well, that's my thing, I mean, why is it, any different than just the art programming we already have,
see, the
which is pretty well, it's,
But you're
that's.
wiggling, you first doing my pocketbook.
Yeah, okay, so you would say,
So
is
I
that a
just don't
no?
know, I might,
Yeah,
ask them a little more, like, can you provide an example of this?
yeah.
I mean,
Is
said
that
the
a
whole thing.
maybe with the M or no?
Or an
I
egg with
think
a
too,
question.
so, and you guys might disagree, but I know, I do think that for some of these grant applicants, yes, follow-up is important, but I think, like, the application is the application.
I know, it
You know,
is,
like
it
how
is.
much, like, if it's not in the application,
Yeah.
then like, it's
Yeah.
not, you know,
If
it's
I'm
not
not-
there.
I don't
They're
wanna
not
do-
doing their
Right.
job.
I mean, I don't wanna do
Chasing
the
them
work.
down, like, it's one thing, you know,
Yeah,
to maybe
I agree
ask for
with you.
clarification or something's worded oddly, but like, I think
But they're,
to be like,
Ed Foundation, they should be used to doing grant
Yeah.
applications,
Right, yeah.
Unlike,
agree with that.
the span, the
too,
140
Megan.
Arts
They're
Collaborative, who are
different.
just kind
Yeah.
of dipping their toes into grant
yeah.
applications, so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with a.
No, I mean, if they ask us for feedback, that's fine, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with a no.
Yeah.
on that one, so.
or if we're really interested, maybe that's when we can say, look,
Yeah.
we're denying it
Or
this year
if you
because of
don't-
XYZ, but.
Or if we have a lot of, not great grants, you could always ask, but I'd like
Yeah.
if you just like post a link to like something you've done,
Yeah.
and show us
Yeah.
what you actually do.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Okay, that's a no.
All right, the next one is Blackstone Valley, BVT. And they are doing a band and chorus concert for all series called Celebrating Diversity Through Music. So they want to schedule 2 concerts. One is going to be in December, one's going to be in June. And this, they don't say exactly what they're going to do, but it's for they're inviting community members, approximately 120 per concert, of all backgrounds and experiences to enjoy and appreciate diverse music genres for these public concerts. So they're not just they're for the students, they're for the public.
Okay.
It's being performed by 50 BVT band and chorus students. And so their plan is to use diverse composers, instruments, and lyrics in multiple languages, which I think is, pretty cool. It's like,
Yeah,
even if
that's
you don't
very-
understand the language,
Yeah, no. I
you can
think that-
still enjoy it and get something out of it.
Right.
And they're not asking for a lot of money.
That's it for $500.
I
I
like
think
that.
we actually turned them down last year for their art festival
Because we had always done it.
because we'd always done it and,
We
we
give
had,
somebody else a chance.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
We'd always done it. But I think this is the first time that it's been the band and chorus that's
Yeah.
requested. I do believe that they sent in a letter. Hold on.
I like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's from the new superintendent, Anthony Steele. He's the
Very
new.
nice.
Okay, yeah.
Was he the assistant before?
Yeah.
Was he moved
believe
into
so,
the?
yeah.
Something to the
moved into
principal, the superintendent.
Yeah.
Should know this.
Is that the-
BBT.
Yes, yeah.
I just went to a
So
couple
we
of
going
meetings
with
with them.
yes
all.
on that?
So it'd be very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we think that's kind of- Yeah, so I mean, it's, it'd be nice to go and see what they actually pull,
Yeah.
like, I was kind of hoping they would have examples of what they, but I'll
You
take
know,
their word for it, that they're not
I
just doing.
I
Oh,
actually
no,
did
that
not
one.
realize that BBT had a band and chorus. I think it's new.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I do know a couple of years ago, a friend of mine, her son did not go to BBT because they didn't have a band.
Really?
So I think it's
Oh,
fairly
okay.
new.
That's
Oh,
good to know.
yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
think,
that's
yeah.
a really good point.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Let me see, is this
Yeah.
teacher, let's see, I'm excited, a new concert series. Like district cultural concert series, let me just see. Under the direction of Dr. Colton Cox, who is going to be doing this BVT band and chorus. They're not having chorus either? I think you're right. I don't
Yeah.
remember them ever having any.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh, he's,
They didn't have
I'm
any.
surprised, yeah.
Nope. That's
Really
terrible.
surprised by that.
Yep.
So
But
Latin
school,
American
and
is
I think
one.
They just,
Yeah,
that they're
you know,
gonna
they
do.
couldn't get the kids or the teachers
Yeah.
or the,
I think
yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this.
Yes.
This
Okay.
is something we want to support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say yes.
Especially as they, ramp up a
Yes.
band and, band concert.
Chewing.
So the first one was yes.
Showing
right?
off.
The first one is family,
Yes.
yeah,
right?
possibly,
And
yes,
this is the
yeah,
first big
Yes,
one.
yep.
and then the band.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like it because it's at Blackstone Valley, obviously, it's our
It's
community.
A possible theater and a yes for me.
Open, yeah, open
Yes.
for the public. So, and I don't think they charge admission or anything like that, it doesn't. say that.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
the kind of community, schools, music.
and a new venture by
new
the
venture,
school too, so I like that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Like, oh.
open to the public, all of the above.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, check
That's
us out.
a lot of
And
boxes.
support from the school.
Yep,
Yeah.
so
Not-
good, yeah,
Yeah, they're organized,
yeah.
Yeah.
Schools tend to be pretty organized by this stuff.
All
right.
Robin, you're up.
All right.
Okay, so my first one is the Whiten Community Center Youth Theater.
Mhm.
Oh,
They have 2 8-week intensive programs that they offer to kids in the K through 12. The first one is and they have a location. January through March, and then the second one is May through July. And rehearsals that take place at the Rockdale Youth Center and the performances at Northbridge High School. So they have their venue. They do charge $10 for attendees for the show, but they don't charge anything for participants. So basically it's youth theater. I'm sort of a maybe on this, and I'll tell you why. I did reach out and I asked how they communicate specifically to Upton residents about it. And they said they do reach out to the schools. And then I also asked them how many Upton residents had participated in the past, and they had 9. So some. The reason why I'm a little bit on I think it's probably a very worthwhile program. The director is bilingual and she's reached out to Portuguese and Spanish speaking youth. So I think that's a positive. However, I'm not so sure that this is a need for Upton right now, considering that we have theater programs in the middle school. We have theater programs in the high school. We also have Bob Nickel, who is doing his summer program. So I'm not sure how much of a need it truly is for Upton, but other than that, I think it's pretty worthwhile. They were asking for how much?
500.
500.
It's kind of like a camp. Like, is that like theater camp or is it more like?
Kind of,
Yeah.
it's 8 weeks in length.
Wow.
Is that overlap with something else that's gonna be going on?
Say that again?
Will it overlap with something else that's gonna be going on? I mean, attendance would be low because if you got 8 weeks here and something else, it's a small town.
So no, so
It's a small region.
yes, so the 8-week program is for the participants. So it's theater. In the program, I would imagine.
Are there other theater or intensives going on at the same time?
I don't know.
Like
I love you.
Concord Arts in there.
I love you, I love you. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't ask that. I just know that we do have other avenues for kids to participate.
And Milford,
Yeah, well,
Milford too.
yeah,
Oh,
Milford has its
MPAC.
own-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, MPAC.
Did it say how many kids it would serve total? I know you said 9 from Upton.
100,
I'm from Upton, somewhere around a
Yeah,
hundred,
I
yeah.
was just curious.
10%, yeah.
I think especially,
Well, my question
No
too is this 9 people that participated over how many years?
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't ask that.
You know, if that's over.
but even
5
over
years,
1 year, that's not a
nothing.
lot over 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
considering how many,
And we
Yeah.
have all these other options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm.
Maybe if we have extra money at the end,
yeah.
that would be something.
Well, and there's no
to-
participation cost, so it's not like, I kind of feel like, what are we paying for? Like, these kids can participate anyway, regardless of whether we fund it, they can participate.
Yeah, so it's
Um,
not, yeah.
Yeah,
The total cost for the project is $12,830
yeah.
for,
Well, where
salaries
else is it getting the money?
Salaries, and fees. Let's see.
Uh-oh, looks so.
Put these down there. maybe.
Those
They
are
get
good.
away from me.
They have corporate sponsors, I'm sorry, you've got it
No,
online.
you've seen it
Can I
already.
get the smaller
Yeah,
ones?
yeah, it seems like they have corporate sponsors,
More
local
like diet.
corporate sponsors.
Okay.
Chocolate diet.
Oh, yeah, maybe, or just, no.
I'm gonna I don't know, I say maybe, only.
Like
Mhm.
me.
It's,
You know, maybe.
Unlike
if
me.
we have
Unlike
extra
me.
money,
Community center does a lot of stuff.
We do.
And a lot of people, I think everybody over time has probably had a kid that's done something over there, like swum in the
Mhm.
pool and all, that kind of.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing it
Trail,
like English language learners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like
So,
that.
I wouldn't say no, but
Yeah. We'll
I
see
mean,
how
it
it
would
stacks,
make-
how it shakes
Oh,
out.
Maybe, yeah, I just, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
next.
Sorry.
Next.
Next is.
They have a lovely- I didn't watch the video.
House
They
milestone.
did have.
All Stones Festival.
Yep.
And we funded this in the past.
Yeah, we did last
Or
year.
you actually even went to it,
I
right?
sure do.
So it's.
So did
it's
the,
basically art, right? It's
Yeah.
artists, local artists who
Yes.
exhibit.
The senior center had a van that went.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
And they enjoy, I think I asked Tanya about it. She
They
said
did, they
they
enjoyed it.
really liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good,
Mhm.
okay.
It's pretty stunning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
They're looking for.
$500.
I'm a wholehearted.
What's the
Can you,
500 for?
I'm sorry, can you explain it? I'm having a brain freeze. I can't remember what it's about,
The
even though we
Small Stone
funded.
Festival, I think it's local artists
Mhm.
are,
Okay.
basically, it's a
It's
place
a,
for them to display their
there's
work.
this giant
Visual.
barn.
Okay.
Yeah. that's
There's a
far.
giant barn, what is it on? I forget
Brigham
where
Hill
it is.
Community
Yeah,
Gardens.
Brigham Hill
Okay.
and up by the community gardens, and they fill it with all these artisans displays.
It's
This is
jury.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says.
There was a
it's
call for
jury
it.
art show.
Yeah, they do a call
little
for
while
it
ago.
too.
yeah,
So it's your local artists that are submitting.
yeah, right.
It says
It's all coming back to me now.
72 paintings, 72 photographs are chosen to be exhibited in the show. It's open to the public. It's free of cost.
Mhm.
The only thing
$500.
that I don't know is how they are promoting specifically to Upton.
They did promote, they were promoted online and they promoted through the community center last year.
Okay.
An email.
Uh,
There's an email
Yeah,
blast
do you
that has already gone out for it.
Yeah.
No, like,
Whomever shows up. I signed up last year, so they're capturing people that are there last year.
okay.
So that's how I got on there, and it's a pretty good email blast. It would, even a month or two ago, they were looking for juried art, and so
And they must have submitted when we gave them, what, $230, $250 last
Yeah,
year?
it's 250.
Two
Yeah.
fifty, and so they would have had to put out, a requirement that they had to advertise, so there must have been a flyer. I know I saw a flyer at the
Mm,
library,
It's like,
and
reach out.
there was a flyer at the United Parish,
Yeah.
and I went to have coffee.
they definitely get around.
So is
So
it
it sounds like it was it's well established, good
Yeah.
reviews,
Oh my
which is
gosh, yeah.
what we
Well,
need
it is
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quality art show run by
The whole
great
500?
people. and-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
that's
know
part
the
of what we
senior
can
center
consider,
went.
right? Like, does it have a good, well
quality,
established? Yes.
It has a lot of people go.
Wait, what's the date? Do they have a date?
Isn't it January usually?
It was like in the winter, it wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's usually in
It looks
January.
like it's 1/24 through 2/1.
Yeah.
Right then.
Okay, so is that a yes?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna vote. Oh, no, we're not voting yet.
We're not voting yet.
But it's a,
Yeah.
it's a, yeah.
It's a
yeah.
high, yeah, yeah.
Conditional,
I'll put-
yes.
I'll put yes, yeah.
The only
Potentially,
thing I'm
yes.
just a little bit unclear of, and I did reach out to them and they haven't gotten back to me, is how they specifically reach out to Upton residents. They said they put something in Grafton, somewhere in Grafton Center or something. But you guys have heard of it
Mhm.
outside of cultural council.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
recall ever hearing of it.
I know they have a big
So-
sign, like as you come into Grafton too, I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, and
Like,
if they put
specific
out
to
an email,
Upton,
it's
yeah.
so hard. All we have is the darn free press, and no offense to them.
Mhm.
Appreciate what they do.
Yeah, but
But
Not much.
not much.
It's
It's not
not-
often.
It's
like
not
once a month, maybe.
consistent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so it's hard, but the most positive thing I can say is that, having a grant through us, the advertising, with us advertising it as well, and then
Mhm.
it's gonna definitely go in the
Yeah.
Upton patch,
Yeah, and the
Which re-
Upton update.
the Upton
Mm.
update, and the Upton patch, the Chronicle. They can always,
Because of the,
because it,
of the
because the
Shelley's position.
because of Shelley's
Okay.
position and she can always post it to the town through the newsletter, which connects to the Upton patch. And maybe at some point we're gonna
So
remind,
we're doing the promoting in Upton.
No, we don't promote.
we don't promote,
We can share,
we should-
right?
we
We
share,
it.
we share the information and yes, we're helping them, but we're bringing our community the most amount of information.
Yeah, no, I'm just, so I'm looking at this and what they're saying is we have a media specialist that works vigilantly to promote the art call as well as the show. It's promoted on all social media platforms, newsprint, digital business boards, mailings, and outdoor signage. But to whom?
Well, and I
Where?
would, you can ask,
Well, I
I
did,
think
I
that would
heard that.
ask,
I might have thought.
Because you signed up for the email?
But I think they do a blast. I think they do a regional blast, to be very honest.
Where do they get that?
Oh, there's places.
Mailing list.
Their media
Yeah.
person would have
Yeah,
a
that's
database.
I'm not questioning at all the quality of the
no.
program itself, but I'm just curious how they're specifically reaching out to Upton.
No, that's
residents.
it is a good question to ask, because I know when I was helping with some advertising, it was tough. I went through 25 different sites, connected with them and said, here is this information, whatnot.
Small stones you're talking about?
No, I'm giving you an example of reaching out of trying to get the word out from a local program recently.
Oh, something that you, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so
Okay.
it is good to know
Yeah.
how they're, and especially they got a media person.
And then you
I mean,
still miss people if it doesn't go in their algorithm, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
wonder
that's how- I
about
think
it,
that's what it is.
because
Yeah.
it sounds like it's a wonderful
Yeah.
project, but
Mhm.
And it sounds, if it's, it's well established, it's high quality, it sounds like for us, I mean, it's a good investment to
Yeah.
get our
Yeah.
name attached to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. And they've applied to other cultural councils too, right?
yeah, I have, they've
Yeah.
applied to, I think, Grafton,
Okay.
Millbury, and Sutton and Shrewsbury. What's next?
Greater Milford Community Chorus.
Yeah, Greater Milford Community Forest, that takes place at Milford Town Hall,
At their perennial.
December 6th and 7th, as well as May 3rd. So there's two programs. They're requesting $325. They're doing two holiday concerts, December 6th and 7th, and a matinee on May 3rd, celebrating America. Of course. And the cost for attendees is $10 in advance, $12 at the door. Senior center, it's $5 a head, children under 10 are free.
Do they, sorry, Robin, do they know, so this would be next December
Yeah, between
or this
26.
December? I just,
It's 2026.
and they know that.
It says 25.
I thought it said
It does
25.
25. That's actually, I had that question about,
That's like 2 weeks.
Oh,
the
the
other one,
Blackstone
the
Valley.
Blackstone Valley Regional, BVT.
This
Yeah.
is something we gotta try not to do because we don't get our allocation until
Mhm.
Mhm.
FY 26. We don't get it
Mhm.
until February or March.
Hmm.
That
So
might
we
be
can't
my
give
my
them the money.
email was by.
Not if it's
So-
for December.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we-
they have to put it to their
And
May.
it's also
Put it to
in
their
Milford.
one.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
here we go again.
Mhm.
Right.
They apply every year.
Yeah.
yeah.
You never give them any money.
Well,
It
that's
is the
one of the
next-
reasons.
Maybe once.
I think they usually apply for more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. So then maybe they reached out.
Know
to
anyone who
someone
goes
else.
to it?
No.
I don't
mean,
go to
I
the
know.
chorus, but I have been to the Claflin Hill Symphony, which it's same thing. that
Mhm.
They perform at
Mhm.
Milford Town Hall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know, I get a problem with the fee-based. We're giving you money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could charge a fee.
Mhm.
Right. I have an issue with this.
Yeah,
And
The
issue.
fee is
We
kind
always
of
do.
low. I mean, when we go to the symphony,
Oh, yeah, the symphony
like-
is $34 for, I know, because it's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $34 for seniors and $50 for the regular
Yeah.
people.
yeah.
You can already tell how
Yeah.
I feel about this.
yeah.
It's not my turn yet, but still.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the
that we're
Yeah,
talking-
you're
I
gonna
mean,
charge, you're turning on charging, but yeah, you're accepting donations. I mean,
Well, and how is it, how
or,
is
or,
it?
grant money, I should say. It's
Yeah.
not even,
Yeah.
donation is like kind of.
Arts are expensive. We shouldn't expect them to do it for nothing.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Well,
Yeah.
and how, what,
Yeah.
what is, I hate to use this expression, but what is Upton getting out of this?
Right, what's the majority of?
Yeah, we're the Upton Town Council.
And that's
Yeah.
our, that's always
Right.
our
Yeah.
aim is.
Right, I
get
just
to-
don't like that phrase.
So
What are we getting out of
What
it?
are we getting out of
You
it?
probably have a few people from Upton. but I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
It's probably mostly,
Probably Milford. Yeah.
Milford.
Well, let's go back to our priorities, right? It's
Yes.
it's
Local,
local.
and it's not, this is
Right.
not,
We like.
I mean, if we had
maximize
an extra
local.
$325,
I'm okay.
Maybe.
with
I'm
that
okay with
on
it,
this
but-
one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, we give them a good
yeah.
look.
Yeah, we do.
So we maybe,
So we,
I don't know, I'm kind of a no.
Kind of a no, but.
Yeah.
I'm a no, but I was gonna be nice and be maybe.
No, I'm saying.
Well,
no.
we'll see, you know, like I said, all depends.
Vote.
I'm gonna say
Right.
no.
No.
ish.
This is our, this is
Yeah,
our
No-ish,
no-ish.
so, yeah.
This is our,
Yeah.
you know, our pass through.
I wish it could be just something different, but
Yeah,
well, I
Um,
wish we could find
and now we got
everybody. but-
SEMA.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
So SEMA
SEMA.
has done programs for us in the
Mhm.
past with.
She's a
um,
genetic-
genealogy.
Yeah.
Genealogy. So I don't know if this is the same program that she has done before. It looks like it's a little bit
I
different.
think it is, yeah.
So before she sort of, it was,
oh.
introduction to genealogy and she would go through the different sources
Mhm.
and give examples. This one is 3 separate presentations. One is Leaving Liverpool, Immigration from Britain in the 19th Century. And it seems like it might be more like a story,
Yeah.
which is, I think, more interesting. Follow the journey of
Yeah, me
19th century immigrants departing Liverpool for new lives across the seas.
Hmm.
Come explore the detailed logistics, official regs, and personal stories behind mass immigration. Then the second one is Crossing
Timely.
Oceans, Building Lives, Immigration to North America from 1600 to 1945.
Write a book on it.
Before Ellis Island, there was Castle Garden. You know, that I didn't know about that. And then the paths to US citizenship, this presentation explores the many ways immigrants gained American citizenship, the
Mm.
rich genealogical details found in naturalization records. You'll learn how the process has changed over time, what documents to look for, and where to find them.
I think that's very timely.
Yeah.
I think it's very, I went to her last, event, and I like how specific this one is. The other one was kind of vague, and I love how specific that she's gotten, and it's great information. I didn't know that I'd be interested, but
She's very knowledgeable.
I will
Yeah.
go back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Extremely
super. I went because it was a cultural council member, and then I was super interested once I got there.
Mm.
So I will definitely go to this, and
Yeah.
I would go to, yes. I like how specific she got.
Yeah, I think telling stories, you know,
Yeah.
illustration really makes
Mhm.
things so much more
Mhm.
interesting. She does have a letter of support from Matthew at the
Mhm.
library.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's see if she has a date.
I'd say that should be a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very
She's
timely.
local, she-
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
since,
Doing
you know,
something
everybody's,
very
most
odd.
people are immigrants, you know,
Right,
and, you
exactly.
know, and to
Yeah.
kind of connect it, the past to the present, I think is really interesting for people, but also, you know, I think it's
Thank you.
educational.
Yeah, she doesn't,
And how-
she doesn't look
No.
like has specific dates, but
Yeah.
she's targeting.
But she's with the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that she has a letter of support.
Yeah.
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 That'll get work done.
Yeah, no, I like
Say
that.
that's a yes.
People that are
So the
there
full
really
funding,
dig on
Yeah.
it.
the
Say-
550?
I think so. I think
so.
that's gonna
That's
be.
a quality pro, we want, I
Yeah.
want her.
And she's from
Don't
Upton.
Don't disagree.
And she's from
Just
Upton.
question
It's, you know, we have a knowledgeable person in our. in our
Yeah, I like that
community
too, yeah.
Yeah.
From
Who
Upton,
has a
in
lot to
Upton.
offer. You know.
The magic bars are.
Magic. Wanna know what kind of. Magic.
There's, so it's,
Coming to America. It's like a movie.
yeah. It's,
Classic.
It's
Let's say
just.
Gladys. Have you watched it recently? Oh, it's not stood the test of.
It's not really aged well,
Yeah,
but
some
like,
things you watch
it's
again,
like-
like-
it's okay, you know, it's those movies that you're like, oh boy, but like, it's not that bad.
I do love Eddie Murphy.
Milk.
Oh,
Yeah, it's.
You guys
It's
can
real
take those
good.
down there, pass me the cheese, just take these away.
You want it, please?
Sure, pass the cheese down,
Yes,
and
you
get
will.
the- take the sugar away and give me the dairy.
Listen, I thought I took them too long and I wasn't
No,
gonna bring them
that's
and
my
Jerry's like,
favorite, but
bring them.
There, is everyone done with the
I'm gonna
flashcard? I
eat it
can move
when I
this
get
out of the way.
home, okay?
It's like down.
I love your
And
cooking,
there's
but I eat it at
more
home.
crackers in
There we go.
And Lynn, these are.
I'll grab some more crackers.
I'm
Okay.
glad you like them.
Break.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, you're all done.
I don't have my,
Lynn is up
I
next.
am so.
I'm up next and I don't have
You are it
my,
all. Look at you. You are so sweet.
No.
You need to?
And if you.
I have that. What I don't have is like,
You are
if,
so
if
sweet.
you ask me anything.
Is she a
not
powder
online.
surfer?
I can.
No,
I
thankfully,
downloaded it
but
to
she is
my,
clearly
laptop.
not
Give a 5-2.
above
Oh,
Maggie.
Thank you.
For her food oriented.
How old is she?
She's almost 3. So she's
Those projects.
still,
3 years,
Yeah.
3 months,
Young enough to be a
3
pain in
weeks,
the
3
butt.
years
She's very.
before they acclimated.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months.
yeah,
And in an hour.
For the rescue.
yeah.
They do that.
They're so good.
So I'll go
I'm gonna
on
ugly
to
eat
the,
dragon.
Lynn's on tap.
the music of McCarthy
Mhm.
and Daniel, and I can't say his last name.
Kerouac?
Keurig, yeah,
That guy.
so from what I researched, with this, there's a letter of support from Tanya from the senior center. I believe he had I thought he had a date, but we can double check that.
December 2026.
Okay, so he did have a date. He's got a
Mm-hmm.
letter of recommendation. This is something that, you know, the seniors would enjoy, we're,
Baby boomers.
right,
Yeah, well,
He's
I
presented
love Paul McCartney.
me
Who
too.
doesn't?
I know,
So-
who doesn't, but I'm not a
There will be
Gen X,
singing.
thank you very much.
There will be
but-
singing.
We'll be singing.
Three.
So I think this is just a, you know, a one and done. It's the seniors, the senior center, there's a program, they went to them,
Yeah.
they support it. So
It's 350.
350, it's not
Yeah.
a lot of,
Yeah.
this
They,
is a
they
yes,
do a lot
right?
of, and she's doing a lot of variety, which I think is cool, you know. Last year was Johnny Cash and
So we're
different guy, different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bitter, so bitter.
So,
What, that you couldn't go?
No, we didn't know about
They
it.
didn't advertise
It
it
didn't get
better.
Oh.
We didn't find out, so we couldn't.
well, I'm
so-
gonna talk,
Yeah, we're just gonna, we're just gonna
I'm
make
gonna
sure.
remind Tanya and.
Yeah, just to put it out there.
the
because
seniors
It is
and-
open to the public. It's
Yeah.
not just a senior.
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
awesome if,
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
if I could
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, I like, I mean,
But then
it
I
sounds
could
great to
get
me.
the
Yeah.
information so I
Kind
can.
of all ages, like, you know, Paul McCartney and the Beatles appeal to us.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
all kinds
I-
of genre of music.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, I like,
The young uns like.
yeah, the
you know.
youngins, I know. My daughter likes the Beatles, you know, so I think it's definitely kind of a
Yeah,
wide range.
Definitely the Beagles.
All right. Oh, this thing.
All right, so that was a yes. So I'm gonna go on to, it's Allison Clint and it's Upton Community Block Party. Now, this one was kind of interesting. It doesn't, it had in their, proposal that they were going to we're gonna have, the Upton Fire EMS present at this block party. It was for Whitney Lane and Hazeltine.
Mhm.
So I reached out to Chief Marchand and Chief Paul Murray if they were planning to, in the fall of 2026, do demonstrations, and said that there'll be public safety demonstration up to fire and police. So I reached out to to both chiefs. I'm not aware of any demonstrations, but I know that the residents in the neighborhood were trying to host a block party earlier this month and put it before the previous town manager. Now, at this block party, they want to charge $20 a person for food. It's for the neighbors, the new and old neighbors nope,
No,
for
I.
Hazeltine.
Oh, it's only for.
That neighborhood.
Hazel did just for that neighborhood. And
So they're gonna have barriers to the neighborhood and you have to show ID to get in?
I don't know, but I
There's
didn't-
only, I think I read this and I did not get the impression it was open to the public.
no, I did not get that.
Yeah,
And
the
It wasn't open.
website.
It was pretty clearly not open to the public.
No,
It was just for the people who live there.
just for the people that live there to come
Okay.
and the past neighbors.
I mean,
So
so
it's-
people that live there, but
Yeah,
that's
but,
like, once a year on block party.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's your block
We
party.
did
Yeah,
block-
it
we
is
don't
not
have one on my
It's a
street.
Community block
Yeah.
party because it sounded better, but it's not.
But it's still.
It's not a block
not
why?
that everybody in the
Appears to be
community
interesting.
can go to.
And how is this
No.
cultural?
To fund,
It
put
isn't.
in a request for.
Oh.
Because they said they were gonna have some bands.
Yes, they're gonna have some
Yeah.
bands that might bring
That
some
makes it cultural.
cultural element, but this isn't
Might have
cultural.
some bands, yeah, this is not
It doesn't,
cultural.
it doesn't serve,
Listen.
a good portion of the community. They want $500 and they want to charge $20 a piece for food. I'm not in.
That's a
No.
lot of money.
No
Not
way.
in,
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
we
not in.
invited it, and neither would.
It's not, it's not.
I mean,
I think if it was the whole town visits
course.
their.
Yeah,
I
if the whole,
get-
yeah,
That would be
if it were
super neat.
open to every,
Right.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine trying to have a block party that the entire.
You're doing it
town
like
could go
at
to?
Memorial or do it like at a school or
that's what
something.
it have to be,
you
it
know?
would have to be
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah,
There are
Then,
some
then it would
cities.
be a community block party.
yeah.
This is not a community block
Yeah,
party.
this is not-
Unless you're talking about their little community.
Right.
How is a block party cultural?
well, that's what I
That's
said.
the other
That's
question.
I've been to, what, in Rhode Island, I happened upon a block party of artists out on the fort. And it was a city event and you
Yeah.
wandered around.
That's-
However,
It's open to the
happened
public.
like this.
Yeah.
You were just a,
This
Yeah.
isn't a
Yeah.
porch fest or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, where everybody can
Listen,
come
yeah,
by.
yeah.
Try it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's very optimistic.
I
Yeah.
you know, it's,
Thank you.
you know, it's a nice
Yeah.
idea and everything, but it doesn't, you know, probably
It's
want to
not
serve
something we
more of
grant,
the
yeah.
community
it
and
must be cultural.
it's supposed to be
Mhm.
cultural.
Yeah.
Do you see anything there? Did I miss something that's cultural based?
No.
They're gonna fund
In
hamburgers.
the fridge, there's a water dispenser, but I just use tap water,
If
honestly.
they, I don't know.
And then there's ice in the
Yeah,
pull it
I
in the
mean,
freezer.
the information
Yeah.
is on the cultural council
Yeah, it
website,
doesn't,
and if you read
it
it,
doesn't meet
and
our-
then you think about your project, do the two fit? And I have to say no. I mean,
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
analytical.
agree.
That's what was my,
Yeah.
You know, like Robin said, I ate for effort. I can't, you know,
Mhm.
I can't make fun of them for trying.
no, I'm not
It's a
making
community
fun.
event.
I just-
It's our city.
Yeah, but
Small
it's
cities
not, it
that
doesn't,
Yeah.
Do it right.
it doesn't meet
It
our
doesn't fit in.
criteria.
And
No.
don't say that
They're
you've,
pretty flyers.
reached out, you're gonna have the fire and EMS doing demonstrations and all of that.
Exactly, you need to
When they haven't
contact them.
even been
And-
asked
And,
it. Asked it, that's when they were.
you know, I'm not aware of it from, you know, but Chief Palmieri had heard about them coming to the town manager about having this event. That's fine, but
Yeah.
it's not like the fire and EMS are gonna do this and
Mhm.
and still, you're not
And-
doing it, I'm not.
I think it's a
feeling
great
the
idea.
culture.
Yeah.
but we're
And
not
such
gonna
a-
find
It's
out.
not cultural.
What's that, Kate?
Is it a tiny percentage of the town?
Exactly.
You know, like it's such a tiny
it's a
percentage
small
of the
thing.
town. Like I feel like regardless of what they want to do, it doesn't affect enough of the town.
Go for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a party for their
And like we have
neighborhood.
plenty of grants where like it's a very small number of people that can benefit, but at least like it's open. Like this isn't even open.
Well, yeah,
You
that's,
can't
that's
go
the thing,
somebody
right?
who wanted
Yeah,
it.
Like a
I
small
know.
percentage of the town is very quickly.
I think, we're
Yeah.
All mine.
all on the
Who's
same
second?
page.
She's.
So,
All right, so that's a no. All right.
That's a
okay,
Probably
so
Okay.
all
Cheryl
right.
Fay.
Cheryl Fay, what's she doing this year?
Cheryl Fay,
Next year.
and she's doing Abigail Adams.
Ooh,
So
nice.
former
Great.
president,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts,
Ready?
Yeah.
March 4th.
yeah, March, yeah. I get
I
that.
hail
March
from Quincy,
4th.
the city
Okay.
of presidents.
They have a
The Adams
venue.
family is from there, so it connects to the state, but connects. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
yeah, when I went, and Cheryl Fay, I have to say, she always writes, the grant is always well written.
Mhm.
It's
You know exactly
concise.
what it is.
You know exactly what's gonna go on.
She knows what she's.
Yeah.
I remembered some history by going back through it. It was, so
I wonder, it's only 700, so does that mean she's only doing one show? Because usually she's around
that's
1,000.
what I thought, that she was only doing one.
You know, in the
Yeah.
past, I think she's done two.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know, it's up to
Abigail's
her,
a
really.
big name.
Yeah,
She's big.
That's a great
She's a first
selection.
lady.
yeah, and she was a first lady, Joan Adams' wife.
Yeah,
And,
she said,
But don't
please
Adam-
remember the women, she said to her husband.
right,
She
yeah,
wrote to him.
women's rights.
Do the Adams have,
Yeah, I think
slowly
that's
in that.
super, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still
I
having
think
that
that's
super
super
Yes, they're from
interesting.
Weymouth.
Yeah.
Because, she, like, I read
She
the
was
book
born in
on
Weymouth,
the
Mass.
David McCullough book on John Adams, and it's like,
But
she
she
really had to
was
run the
like a-
show.
Yeah.
Because he would be in France
was
for
gone
3
all the
weeks. He was
time,
gone
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And that way you didn't like FaceTime, It's
Yeah.
he was literally
Yeah,
How marriages.
gone.
Got messages sent by boat.
Yeah,
2
sent it
months
by
later.
boat.
Yeah.
But he or that he was, away. So
Yeah.
she was running the house,
Yeah.
Got no
everything.
credit.
And then she was a mother of another president. So, that's
Quincy.
And
that's
that
pretty.
is how marriages last. Send them to France for a little while.
Yeah.
When they come back, they're all fresh and new.
so pretty.
Right, so a little break. Maybe
not
that's
wrong.
why it's a good marriage. So yeah, so I think she's always great.
I would say yes to that.
It checks off so many boxes.
Yeah.
She always does.
Yeah.
She really,
Yeah.
it's culture, it's history, it's the memorial school.
And she can
Great.
fill out an application. Huh?
And
Yeah, she did a very good job on it.
Award.
So then the
Prepared.
next one.
yeah, and I'm missing my paper.
That's
What-
the.
Sorry, can I interject real quick?
Yeah,
Sure.
but
Jen,
this
sorry.
one was
So I think I need to
yours.
excuse myself for this next one because I am now working with the Spanish Immersion Advisory Board, which is who hosts the multicultural fair for the school district.
Mhm.
So I think that I'm probably conflict of interest there because I'm
Okay.
volunteering for that group as well. So
yeah.
like in a more formal capacity. So I will go dark and then just give me a holler when you want me to come back on.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
We're so active in the community, aren't we?
Oh, we're such a small community that it's,
There's a lot of overlap.
There's
There's a lot of
yeah.
the same people volunteer for things,
Right,
So
right.
there definitely can be a lot of overlap.
so,
I'm gonna ugly eat when I get home.
I mean, should I step out or no?
I
I
always
like mute yourself.
I think you could just,
Yeah.
mute it or, I don't
Yeah.
think you need to like walk away from your desk.
No, I figured, yeah, I
no.
was sort of like, yeah. But just, I guess, I'm disclosing to you that I now am volunteering with the advisory board, the Spanish Immersion Advisory Board for the
Mhm,
school district.
mhm,
So,
okay.
and they're the ones who host the fair.
That's fair.
So, okay.
I always
so
feel
I'll
that
just
if
be quiet.
anyone feels there might be an appearance of impropriety, then that's,
right,
Yeah.
then it doesn't have to be an actual or developed one, but if you feel it, I think that's always better to
Mhm.
err on the side of caution,
Yeah.
so.
perceived, how it's.
Perceive, exactly, perception is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's,
So,
Okay.
go ahead.
So,
So that is MURSD Multicultural Fair.
the multicultural fair. So this one, they have a date, May 14th, 2026. This would be, this is being, the Clough School okay? And, Brazilian music, so it's, different cultural, it's the Spanish immersion group. It's gonna be outside after school, held outside. What else did I doodle down? The gal that applied for this, Amy Ostrofis, she has applied before, and the grant looked pretty well written from what I could see. And so it was it's by the Spanish immersion, so we're bringing something out. They're gonna have cultural dancers, Brazilian dancers. What was the
Interesting that
other?
that's Spanish immersion, because Brazilians usually speak Portuguese.
Yeah, so I think it's two things going on here. I think so it's definitely cultural. I think they're gonna have Brazilian dancers, but they get the Spanish immersion. What else? we got here?
Samba funk.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to say that.
Samba funk.
Yeah.
Sounds so
It just
cool.
sounds like an
Yeah.
immersion in something different.
Yeah,
Is it
Yeah,
open
no,
to
I
the
like
public
that.
or just to Memorial students? And
I thought it was
things?
just open to the students, but can you double check me, please?
Who is it talking about? That's where it said students, their families, and any community members who wish to
Oh,
attend.
okay, so, all right, good.
They used to do something like this at Nipmuc.
Hmm.
Sorry, yeah, Nipmuc, and it was always well attended.
BBT
Yeah.
do something like that too?
It's
I don't know.
Spanish immersion
So-
advisory
sorry.
board members that
Oh,
are.
yeah, Kate?
Can I make this a clarifying point? So this is
That's
also
where you got
hosted at
Spanish
Nipmuc
from.
with this is not Clough.
Oh, okay.
No, but Clef is applying for it.
Right, but the location would be the next, so I think what
It's at
I'm trying to say is
Nipmuc.
what
Oh,
Newton
okay.
is thinking of is what
Okay.
this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nipmuc is where it's hosted.
So
not
Kate,
hosted
is
by
this the
Clough.
one that they host every year? Is it pretty much the same thing that's held
It
every
is.
year?
Like, yeah, so they do, so yeah, well, so there's cultural dances, so the Spanish immersion kids generally do like flamenco dances and that kind of a thing.
It says
Last
it-
year, they also
it
had
says
Irish
the
step
Spanish
dancers,
K-through
Yep.
also performing. They have families set up booths to educate people on their family heritage. So you've got like
Okay.
booths from Ireland, booths
Oh, I
from
love that one.
Venezuela, booths from Argentina, booths from
Mhm.
China,
All
like all
different
over.
countries.
I've been
And
to
like
that.
the
Yeah, I
cafeteria
think I've
was
been to
really-
this
It's really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and then
been to
it's a
this.
hugely popular
Some
event, and
real
outside they have a whole bunch
Yeah.
of food trucks.
Yeah.
And then
I
the,
didn't see
the
that.
Brazilian drummers are outside drumming while people are getting their food trucks and the kids are playing. And it's sort of like after the formal dances are done and people have gone to the cafeteria to see all the different cultural booths that families have contributed. It's sort of like a party atmosphere outside where people get food, the drummers are drumming, the kids are playing around, and that's kind of how it is. But it's more than just Spanish.
Yeah.
Spanish
Okay.
is a component of it certainly, but it's more than just Spanish and Portuguese.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I've gone every year. My kids are in Spanish immersion. So Caleb
Yeah.
is up there doing his little flamenco dances. Hannah will be this year too doing her little flamenco dances. That's why I got involved in the advisory board. So that's just a summary of what it is. And now I will stop talking.
Yeah, I used to take my kids as well, because my
I-
son was in Spanish.
I know
immersion,
I've
and
been
It was
to
really
this.
popular.
I know I've been
Yeah.
to this like years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does-
it's
do
a
you know
perennial,
What
you
the
know.
money is for? Like what the money is used
Uh,
for?
Let's
just
go
like-
through the money.
It's
So,
basically paying the dancers and the
Yeah.
educators and
Okay.
Mhm.
just paying the people
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
people,
mean,
people they're bringing in from like probably outside,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
from the Grooversity.
And it
Groover-
looks like they're
Groover-
I mean,
requesting 50%
for such a
from
big-
Mendon
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Council and 50
right.
from Upton.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
yeah,
I like it.
I would say it's a yes.
Yeah.
It-
yeah.
I like it. Okay.
And I don't think $700 is a lot of money
No.
for that's big of an event.
Nope.
Yeah, and
That's open to,
and I can't remember last time we did I mean, had something at Nipmuc that
I
we
can't either. I
sponsored.
thought of that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's good.
I do just want to call attention to the fact that we've spent half of our grant money.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I was just adding that up
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
I'll
I
keep
have
it
it all
fuller.
figured out in my
Mhm.
calculations. Which is fine. I just want,
Yeah.
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 Well, we're almost halfway through the
Yeah.
So we're-
list, so
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not
Yep.
And when we hit mine, there's at least one that we don't. even
Yeah,
have to
that's
think
right.
themselves,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
And that one was for 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
wow.
very bummed because I
Yeah.
thought it was a good,
Ah, I wonder
Do you know
why.
why, do you know why they retracted that application?
They say why?
Or they said,
Um,
what, just curious?
not.
Did you ask too many
specifically.
questions?
No, I was, no,
They're like, we just,
we don't want a deal, we don't want a
deal.
no, I did not
All right,
ask
you're
too
killing
many.
me. I'm gonna have to have a brownie or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I have all this stuff at home too.
Well, when we get there, I'll
What you
talk
got there?
about it.
Cobbler? What is the?
Oh my God, the apple cobbler. I
Oh,
can't
that's
wait
an
to go
apple
home. Yeah, here.
It's
Oh,
supposed
God,
to be
I'm
apple
getting- I
bar.
had a magic bar already.
Oh, you already had the magic.
Because I love coconut.
I
I
do
love
too.
coconut.
Did you want it for what?
No, I brought me.
Another stick break.
All right, Maureen, you wanna go?
Sure. Okay, this
That's all
first
yours.
one made me smile.
Mhm.
I do have a couple of questions about it. What it is, there's a man, Rob Surratt, I think, yep, Rob Surratt. It says K through 12, but he really focuses on the middle school grades 5 through 8. He has a very full schedule. He has done this before and he will do it again. Let's see, he's got 2 sessions that he's asking for. I think it's $11.50, but let me build the value. He's been on TED Talk. He did do a portrait, a large portrait of Tom Brady. But what he does is he brings art and important figures in our communities, the national community, to the stage, and he really entrances the children to watch what he's doing. He creates these portraits very quickly on stage while he's talking. There were several, videos of him doing this, and it just left me smiling, and I want to go. Let's see.
Is it one of
here.
those things where you're not quite sure what he's doing and it just kind of unfolds? Do you know what I
Like-
mean?
Well, it looks like he's talking about,
It's like, yeah, it's like Bob Ross, like, you
Yeah,
know.
Barbara.
yeah, he had a
Only
picture,
faster.
he actually had a picture of him. He paints quite
Mm.
large. He's up on the stage. He's
Mhm.
got an audience of 5th through 8th graders,
Mhm.
and he's going to talk and educate, educate you about Martin Luther King, and he's going to draw his portrait.
Hmm.
Well, he's talking about.
While he's talking about it. So it's a visual art. Yeah, and he's fast paced and he's interesting. And like I said, if you go to his website, which I did, he's got some great videos. It's a little bit, take your breath away. He's kind of, a lot of crazy energy. He's a local person, meaning he's
Mhm.
from east of here somewhere, but he is a local person and he goes all over the United States and does.
Hmm.
Did he say who he was gonna present on? Who he'd paint?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's amazing hero art, so
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's got,
Heroes.
the program culminates in the unveiling of 25 portraits of greatness, spotlighting
25.
leaders such as Nelson Mandela, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr.,
Hmm.
and others, offering students an inclusive, diverse vision of greatness. And he's going to be doing this to he has 2 sessions to include the entire student body. The student body won't fit in one, so he splits it into
Mhm.
2. Now,
Yeah, here it is.
the costing was a little confusing. The entire project is, I think, 2810, and because we do the treasury things now, we did some math. He's getting financial input from the PTO.
Oh,
They're
okay.
kicking in 510, which leaves
2,300,
2,300. And he asked
too
for,
much.
oh, no, he's splitting it.
The 2 is he?
It should be 1150 because in his application, he wants to split it 1150 and 1150 with Milford and Upton.
Mendon?
Mendon, I'm sorry, I
Mhm.
lied.
Yeah.
Oh, is that, so, but so the
Okay.
half of that is.
Yeah.
Up to
And-
half,
and it
but
got-
Mendon also have to agree in
Yeah.
order for us to just pay.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at it.
11,
He's got,
11.
like scheduled.
Still a lot of money
Yeah.
for one grant.
Is
What
it,
happens if, in a situation like this, if we approve and they don't, or vice versa, does
Mhm.
he Does he pull the project and then?
Mm,
We
let's
had that
see here.
happen, that's why we
Say
discussed.
about what he would do if they
something
didn't get full
Hold on.
funded.
The money
You've got a
back,
couple of
or do we get
emails in
forfeit?
here.
The
Probably
program
you've got-
doesn't go
The
forward.
budget accounts
yeah.
for two shows,
We
so
don't
We
the
forfeit it.
We never
school,
we never give him the money.
Right,
Yeah.
do
school
we-
can kind of
Um,
accommodate
Able to
half.
Carry the, I know, we probably.
It'll be smaller
before, we
scale.
can Carry it over
Yeah.
to next
Yeah.
year.
But he
And
can only
It's
spend
like a-
half,
it's
so
like
it's not
a
like he's gonna
cancellation.
perform
I'll
half.
call it. I'd
So
say
we
it's like
don't
a
lose the money.
cancellation.
Well,
Yeah.
means he might only do.
I'm
one
sorry.
show Instead.
Let me
Yeah.
Take that back. No, he'll cancel it because smaller scaling is not, he'll cancel it. So,
Yeah.
sorry.
So
I had to read on.
Okay.
when I thought so, because when I read this, you know what I thought?
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't know if we can do it, but I met with them before. Remember when Shelley was on the committee? Met with Mendon
Mm-hmm.
because like what Robin says, this comes up where
Yeah.
you know, I don't know how we handle it, but you know, but 1,100 I can,
It
Mhm.
looks
I can,
like
you know,
our,
but 2,300 is.
no, no, no.
Way too much. money.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah,
in here
it's like over-
1150 split between the two because the whole project is 2810. So I didn't call. I wanted to discuss first and then I would call, but
Mhm.
that's the only point of contention. But it looks like they reached out and they have a conversation here with our Katie Finn,
Do they have a letter of support?
Misco Hill PTO. Well, it CC'd Misco Hill.
Is this from Misco, right? The applicant is Misco Health?
This is the guy
PPL?
that came up to us.
Yes.
isn't
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So it looks like they reached out and they've had a conversation.
Remember the guy came
Yeah.
up to us? I
Who
think
is
that's-
this person?
Oh, I think you're right. That might be him.
So if I'm not.
Right, he's
mistaken,
on the PTO.
Or Katie Finn is on the PTO because he came up and introduced
Ah.
himself to us.
Yeah.
at the,
But we get a
Well,
problem
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
with the dollar amount because whatever, obviously it wasn't
No,
clear.
he's looking for 1150 from each, and I don't know why it was.
1150 is how much?
Why'd he come up?
Is
2300.
2300 and then
He might-
510 is coming
He
from
might
the
have thought that that was
PTO.
like, that's what he.
So it's split in
Not realizing
threes.
that like,
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
Yes.
okay.
He does say in here further down in his documentation, and I wonder if this is where the PTO money is gonna go toward that. His artwork, he doesn't leave his artwork behind, but you can purchase it for $500.
Mhm.
So I wonder if that's what the PTO,
Yeah, to have one to
Mention
keep
it.
at the school. Is it just at Misco, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it one session or is it more than one? Two?
It
Yeah.
would be two,
They
that's
can't
what the
fit.
1150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to clarify with the prices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
wait,
that's-
I-
Yeah, so you can present to everyone.
We
Yeah.
can reach out. I
Yeah,
didn't reach out beforehand, but that was the only contention I had. It appears that he's
Yeah, but
asking
we
for
have to
1150,
pay for
even
it.
though
It's a lot of money. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
my only.
It's
concern.
really split.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to
Still
clarify. We gave
expensive.
them a big grant this year.
Make sure that,
Yeah.
The
We did.
prismatic, which is
Should I-
next week.
should I call or no?
I would, yeah, I
I
think
would
we want to
call.
clarify what the
Okay.
amount is, because that's,
Okay.
I mean, 2,300, we had no.
We want to
Absolutely
clarify
not,
what
no.
the amount is, and we definitely want to, or I would like to know,
Mhm.
is, that 500 that the PTO is kicking, is that going towards the program or to purchase a
Okay.
$500 picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
quite
sorry.
big. It's big, I know.
I
It's
don't,
big.
and I know begrudge the art or anything like that.
No, I know, I know.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a pig.
That's a
That's
lot.
probably gonna be in like
And at the
the
same,
auditorium.
if you don't get the picture,
Right,
like, what's the point?
right.
Like, that's kind
Yeah.
of what it seems like it's about, right? Is
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
it's this
you walk
picture and,
away
like,
with something.
you walk away with
Right.
something like,
the school
and
does.
I'd be
Clarification.
curious, like, who
Yeah.
the, like, it sounds like it's not just one, it's one person. He's presenting on like multiple people.
Yeah, like,
that
was
25 different-
Mandela
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
all those,
Like
well, I'll give
25
you
different-
The
I
great.
think he's gonna pick, right? He would pick one?
well, you
I'll
could,
find it
maybe you
out,
could
too.
pick
Yeah.
one and they each cost $500.
Because
You know,
Got a big truck with all his art.
Well,
I mean, if he does it, so like, I was just looking at his schedule and he's like booked to like every
Yeah.
other day for the,
I
you know,
think
October,
it's
November. So that's a lot of art.
Cool project.
Yeah, I think it's very attention.
It's
very different.
Fast paced.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna.
A lot of
you're gonna
energy.
Capture
the 5
that
through 8th
audience.
grader.
yeah, tough
Yeah.
audience, like 5 to 8.
Um,
And they might
Great.
learn something about the greats.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not just the great,
Mm.
it's the It's not, the white grapes that we hear about.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
Well, I call them the greats, the Rosa Parks, Martin
Yeah,
Luther King.
Yeah,
Jr.,
but I
Yeah.
mean, it's
No,
not,
not
Just like, founding fathers.
right.
Yeah.
Not just Tom Brady.
Which is
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
I love the Tom Brady.
Or George
Does he need,
Yeah.
need one, you know? Does
Really,
Tom
does
Brady
it go
have to have-
Probably not. He's got it.
So many portraits.
I don't
People
know,
are
I
wearing
think
his
it sounds like a
number.
Really cool.
I like
Yeah,
it. I
don't
mean,
you
I
think
like
with
these,
this-
I like these
yeah.
interactive, high energy things
Yeah.
for kids.
PTO is
especially.
pitching in,
Mhm.
they're pitching in 500 to buy a picture that this guy has done.
Yeah, we
I
just want to know where it's
about
going.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Easy peasy.
Clarify
Like I said,
that.
and again, we gave them a big grant this year, the PTO.
And then
Yeah.
it begs the
Thinking
question,
last
how do
year?
we figure out
Yeah,
with
last year,
Mendon,
Fiscal
like,
year 25.
are
Are you guys
they?
in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, and even at 1150, that's like
That's
3
not
grant applicants, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
about a seventh of our
Yeah.
budget, so.
But then it's also a lot of
Are you
kids, so
saying-
yeah.
It's the,
Hard to
you know,
pick up
middle
both ways.
school, which is always,
it
everyone
doesn't-
feels the tough
Oh, hmm.
Yeah,
What?
tough crowd.
age.
The second
crowd,
show is only 1100, but the first one's 1600, so
Yeah.
got a
I-
sliding scale, that's where that comes from.
But he has to do 2 shows to get all the kids. It's
That
not
is
like he's
correct.
doing it. Okay.
That's pretty much true at
It's
Misco.
either
Yeah.
or something.
Collaborate with Mendon, because if they don't pay, we can't pay the full amount.
No.
So if we don't do support this and they don't support it, it's a wash.
It's a,
It's not like
Well, it
one
goes-
can
yeah.
support it, one
Do
can't.
you want to reach out to
Well, it's
Mendon
our left-
Cultural Council?
I will.
Can
I'll
we
make
do
a
that?
phone
Is that
call.
allowed? Yeah.
I'll call.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
allowed, but I just asked.
Well, no,
them.
I'll
Yeah.
call
I
the
don't think
school,
it's
I'll
not
call,
allowed.
I don't
call
know.
around.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah,
Easy
because
peasy.
if they can't support it, then there's.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's
don't
a
even
no
talk
brainer,
about it,
and
yeah.
it's
And I
$1,100.
hate to grant something in that amount and then have it get canceled and then we're
Right.
like,
Then
we have all
we-
this money that
then
we
we
could have
lost.
given to somebody else.
Exactly.
Right.
We're just
Yeah,
gonna sit on it for
exactly.
next year, so.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, if it were like $250, it wouldn't be
No,
such a
that
big
wouldn't
deal,
matter, but
but
this
this
is
is
a
a
bunch of-
large.
yeah,
amount.
It's a large
So we
amount.
don't want to lie foul,
Reach out.
Yeah.
you know.
yes.
Okay,
All right.
all right, some questions on that one.
So now we got
Not a problem.
Discover Peppercorn Hill.
Okay, you know, it's a great idea, Discover Peppercorn. It sounds like
Everyone know where
another idea.
peppercorn is, by the way? Does everyone
Yeah.
know what peppercorn?
Trying to
is?
look it up, no.
I walked, Brian, I would sometimes walk Ozzy up there. Yeah,
I
it is.
really-
Like a little hike.
Where is it?
In another committee, I would love
Milford.
to see better
Yeah.
signage of our parks on Main Street. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's another discussion.
yeah.
What he's doing, what Steve Mullahu would like to do is, put together a website that focuses on his beloved, Peppercorn Park, the hiking area. He would like to put QR codes in the woods so that you can, get information while you're walking through the woods and it draws you back to his website.
Hmm.
When I did a search, he really
Milford.
loves Peppercorn Hill Park. And I give him that. However, I think the project, I think the project doesn't quite make it. He doesn't have the website up.
Hmm.
It's not acceptable.
I would like, no, I'd like more info on the promotion of it. It's a great idea.
Mhm.
Maybe you can put it together for next year. I'd like to know when would it launch, the exact date. I wish he'd put that in
Yeah,
here.
that's a definite negative.
Yeah,
So the money, this money would be for the website.
yeah,
Is
the
that-
website
okay.
and the
Mhm.
QR codes. Also, I'd like to know, does he have permission to put QR codes out in the woods?
Yeah.
Those are
Mhm.
things that are missing from the application, and
Okay.
whereas I think it's a great idea, maybe next year.
It's also $1,000, which is
Yeah.
a big.
Well,
Right,
And it's not
big gap.
accessible.
but it's also Peppercorn Hill is owned by, is it the town of Upton? Is that our-
We own a portion of Peppercorn Hill.
I think that it should be coordinated with the town
Yeah.
in some
yeah.
fashion to like, you know, like you said, put up signs and things like that. And I mean, what is it
Yeah.
about? I mean, you go to Peppercorn Hill, there's like, you know, a board there and so on.
Yeah.
But what is it that it's gonna be on the website that we wouldn't already kinda know, like
About the
history?
wildlife and the
history? 'Cause
biology.
that much people used to
and the-
own it.
Yeah,
Yes.
didn't we just do,
But-
one of the students just did a, thing with the Board of Assessors for the All Trails.
Mhm.
It's so you can find this location on all trails.
Mhm.
We'd like to.
That's already all been
Yeah,
there.
just,
And-
it's like one person's project, like.
Yeah.
Pictures,
hobby
text
thing.
back scientific and historical information about everything from the multitude of fungi, scientific names, bird watching targets, Native American heritage, but there's nothing for me to look at right now.
Yeah,
And
I mean, if he had
hasn't
like
gotten
boarded it,
permissions.
yeah, I think you need some
Yeah.
permissions on this to,
You
you
want
have
to know that he, yes, has
Yeah, I
done
mean,
the
he-
work, and I think it's a lovely idea, and you know how I feel about nature, but
Yeah.
I would have to pass on this and
Yeah.
maybe
I would agree.
get more information, and please come see us next year, and I don't know,
Yeah, I
maybe
think you
expand
should
it to other
reach out
parts.
to,
Yeah.
you know, like the
Land
town.
stewardship.
Yeah, the land stewardship of,
Upton, the
Yeah,
Land Stewardship
um,
Committee.
or any of the, you know, whoever
Conservation.
controls, whoever has like the authority over
Yeah.
Peppercorn Hill.
So it's a good idea
Agreed.
that needs further development.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
He says that, he uses a lot of exclamation points, and he said,
I
$1,000 should be enough. And he'll reach out to Milford Town Council. Yeah.
The Milford Town Council?
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
It's like.
Well,
a-
I think it's part, I
it's
think it's
just-
part Milford probably owns part of it,
Well,
that
I
area.
know.
Maspinock.
No, yeah.
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 Dollars is
He's
a
gonna.
lot.
reach
Yeah.
out to them if
No,
we don't
yeah,
have the money.
yeah.
We have-
No,
So you
No.
would take East Street.
good idea, but
He's a
Like I said, it's like a
Massachusetts resident,
seventh
a
of the-
fellow
the
yeah.
jumbo.
It's like,
I don't know
how
what
do you
that
explain to get,
is.
how do you get
You've
there?
been
You have to
here
go
forever.
through.
Okay.
It's not
I've been
an
here
easy way back. It's not
You
easy
go
to
through
get there.
Milford.
Yeah,
and
it's
go
hard
on
to
I don't know
describe.
if it's Camp Street or something like
Yeah,
that,
I
and you
think
kind
it
of
is.
back your way
You have to
into
kind of go- yeah.
Peppercorn
I do,
Hill.
I mean, the guy
Yeah.
passionate about
And
Peppercorn
Upton,
Hill.
but you're
It
not
is,
like Maspinock
And he does
part of
write a
it.
nice narrative,
A
but
very small
Yeah.
part of
I
it.
think
you're like,
it needs
up, you have
more
to go-
fleshing
you're
out
like up
to
and
become
over.
more
Yeah.
than a
Yeah,
plan.
it's cool. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
It's $1,000
Invite him to ask us,
you
you
know,
know,
you
for
can't
feedback
be,
on
you
it.
gotta be like, you
Yeah.
know, decently able to.
I mean,
you know,
we've gone up, and went up with the Cub
There's
Scouts
a-
and we
and
found
you go to- there's, like,
arrowheads.
you go up
Yeah.
to the top of
And
the
all
hill,
that.
and
It
it's like a
just,
really nice View.
It doesn't
it's
fit
cool.
into, it's not accessible. He's not telling you anything about what the
No.
accessible features are
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, you can go to his
I've heard
website and you can view it, but,
Okay, I've not heard of.
well, it's actually
That doesn't
very
mean
hard to get on the
something like
Peppercorn
25,000
Hill
attorneys about
chart
trouble.
site,
Yeah.
because you have to sign up for all these apps, and that kind of annoys me.
He would, even if he was on LinkedIn to All Trails,
Yeah.
Mhm. He is. Oh, not he, I'm sorry. The,
but this
Hard.
project isn't linked into All Trails.
Yeah,
This-
it's like a personal, this is like a personal
Yeah, no.
And
pet project,
he's
but it needs to be
super
linked in.
passionate.
It's on public land, you know, it's.
yeah,
Yeah, you need permissions, you need.
love him.
Yeah, I think
So-
it's,
So
I like,
that's a
I
no.
like
Let's
the,
go on to the next.
I like the
one.
enthusiasm.
Okay.
Hopefully
Yes.
next year.
I like the
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
I think this next one, hip hop dance for seniors, we've had it before. The seniors seem to like it. Do you need any more information? We're familiar with hip hop
Does
for
she have a
seniors.
date
She
and a
has.
commitment letter from, I don't see that on
Tanya.
there. From
Mm.
Tanya.
What, oh, you can look at my info too. No, it seems to have gone by the date. Council on Aging, senior citizens,
Yeah,
class
you
will
really,
be offered free.
you should check with Tanya if it,
I'm not seeing even a date.
Okay, I can. I mean, she's done it before,
Yeah.
but yeah,
but sometimes like they want to do,
gotcha.
there's other, we're gonna be
Check with Tanya. Okay. I can
checking
do
into
that.
other things here.
With Tanya.
Well, that's a question mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's a perennial one
usually
that, and it's not
doesn't,
expensive too.
But the Council of Aging typically does at least two, if not more.
there are
Yeah.
more throughout here.
Yes.
And they,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
why I was, and we, you know, remember when we got like stuck doing like the same thing, like John, you know, like,
Oh,
and it wasn't a recommendation. Yeah,
Okay.
so,
Right. They need to do the work to coordinate the.
She doesn't
that.
have a letter, but it says firm commitment with the Council on Aging, but I'll verify with Tanya, where that stands and get back to the
Okay.
yeah,
committee next time.
How about music
next-
for Thimble Pleasures Quilt Show? I just want to,
Oh, did I miss one?
that's the next one.
No, the
That's-
next one.
That's one of
Mhm.
yours.
Yep.
That's your
Yeah,
last
it's
one.
another
Timekeeper tonight.
Well, I'm sorry, I just.
Crazy, right?
Shelley's all business, no nonsense.
No.
But some of these, yeah, we know what they are, and, you know, I think it's
Yeah.
more of a question of what's competing.
I'm gonna
with it.
put yes, depending on AAC response.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
ACA,
next one will be, next meeting will be just follow-ups, right?
No, we're not, I don't think we're gonna get through 30,
Okay.
29.
Okay, it'll be, this is in coordination with the Thimble Pleasures Quilt Show, which is very well attended. Admission to the quilt show is $10 for adults, free for children. And this grant is for a flautist to provide music
Mhm.
for
The shit.
what?
The flautist.
It's-
That's not how you say it, right?
I know, she's-
I would say a
pronounced it.
flutist, but it's a flautist.
Flautist. Flautist.
Exactly. Next,
Picking on me, I can see
She's,
that. in my eye.
So there's nothing to be picked on.
she picks out my Boston Worcester, whatever.
I'm picking it up though.
List.
You picked it up.
Good thing. She's asking for $300 from us and $300 from Mendon.
She's
It's-
she's,
Seasonal, we've done it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, for $300.
What-
We've done the flautist.
She's, I think she does a lovely job,
She does. All right.
but she will, I mean, again, I think we have to kind of weigh
Yeah.
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
else,
I
you
have
know.
a maybe.
I'm gonna say a maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, you know, we've granted it a lot, like several times at
Yeah.
least for
Yeah.
Ellis.
There's quite a few other grants around that price range.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
wanna
So it's a
try out,
maybe.
so,
She
okay.
has a date, but she's there with
Yeah.
a quilt.
Right.
Mhm.
I can
Yep.
still see you. Cut it out. All of you, I can see all of you.
I'm watching.
Okay, so
Cut it out.
we're putting that in for a maybe?
And the Thimble Pleasures
It means
Quilt
it-
Show, that is in Mendon?
That's at the,
Isn't it
no, it's
BBT?
at BBT.
It's
isn't
at
it?
BBT.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's at BBT.
Okay.
Yep, all right.
All right, Shelley.
Okay, so
You're
the
on.
first person was Lauren Shire, I don't know. how to
Lauren,
pronounce
yeah.
it. I don't- But she's done these art, what this is a series of 3 or 4, I have to wait a minute,
Mm.
3 or
Four.
4
a
four
few
art
years ago.
classes, and it is very well attended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last year, there were people on the waiting list
Wow.
to do this,
Yeah.
so
that's
I,
good.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's $1,000, so that's the only
Chicken
question.
lady.
Yeah, Maudie.
The chicken lady, she does
She has books, right?
books on chickens
There's
and
a
Yeah.
she
chicken
used to
that,
be the illustrator at the,
Yeah,
Maudie is
At
an
the
awesome
library.
chicken. It's like
Oh,
her.
So
okay.
she's a
Yeah,
local?
it comes-
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
local, and she,
She's on Pollard
did,
Street.
I went to one of the classes
Yep.
last year, it was excellent.
Really?
um,
No,
Yeah.
I like that.
Does it say what she's presenting, what she's doing? Is it
Oh,
like?
yes, it
So-
probably does, but I don't
Don't
have it in
tell
front of me.
her.
I have my little sheet, but
You're
I,
funny.
okay, so what does it say?
Drawing, painting,
Is that it?
collage, and
Yeah,
multimedia.
that's her,
That's
Oh,
that's
okay, so
what
it's
she
just
did
a
last
focus on.
Each
like-
one is a different focus.
Uh-huh.
Drawing, painting,
So-
collage,
Or
and
You don't have to sign up for all
No,
four,
you can
just do
sign up
one.
for one, but
Okay.
you definitely have to sign up ahead of
Okay.
time.
yeah, she's always.
And there was no room
Wow.
Okay.
in any of them.
Right.
She's great.
Yeah,
So I would say yes, whether or not we want to give the $1,000.
yeah, we might have to shave some of it off.
Does
but-
so this says a $50 total project expenses and $1,000
That's
on
to
my
pay her.
spreadsheet.
Yeah, and it was last year too.
And those kind
All
of
right,
funny.
there's just that discrepancy. I just didn't know if there was a typo there, but
No.
No, she.
There's no cost for
It's $1,000.
materials.
It's the materials,
Okay.
and that's like the $50 stuff.
Oh, okay, so
But
then
the
it's
rest of
1,000
it
to
is
pay
to
her.
pay her.
so are we a yes-ish?
Um,
And she's local.
Yeah, and everybody loves it.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
Yeah,
that's kind of, yeah.
and she has a letter of recommendation from the library from Matthew.
She used to live there, or she used to work there.
I know that.
It's still up there.
Yeah.
I don't know
we'll
if
go
it's
into that,
right.
but yeah.
I'd have to look at that.
What?
That is a good question.
She has dates, like specific dates right there, too.
All
No.
of
it's not
March.
I'll pay you later.
It's not specifically, but I can't imagine she doesn't have their blessing.
Yeah, well.
If she has the date.
Yeah, she has dates.
mhm.
So the community center is already booked to host
Yeah.
this event. Okay.
That's new. No, this is last year's dates.
Oh,
On the flyer, that's
Oh, okay.
last year's dates, because those are Sundays,
or
Saturdays
Thursdays.
of this year.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
just an example. Okay.
Yeah, that was an example of what
Okay.
it would look like, yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't have the exact dates this
Okay.
year. That's why when you said she had dates, I'm like, I don't remember that.
Wait, oh, no.
It's gonna be in March,
It's on
I
her-
believe.
It's on her flyer.
So
It's
definitely,
Thursdays in March.
if you can check in with her, because they're instituting a new, process, because they're getting so filled up with the community center
Mhm.
That's good.
that,
Like reservation.
well, they have a reservation process now, but they're having to limit it, and
It's a 2-page.
because of, meetings out there,
Yeah.
and there just isn't enough.
Wow.
I knew
Good.
it wasn't big
You're
enough.
not getting our tax dollars worth.
Okay, so you want me to go to her and?
Ask
on her
her,
dates.
check
Okay,
her dates,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
It's pretty.
just to be, I mean, she does a wonderful program, but I
Mhm.
checked the dates.
Okay.
Can we, sorry, just before we move on, because we have a lot of grants and
Yeah,
we're
right,
running out of
8:10.
money. Should we, I mean, I'm happy to talk about every grant applicant, but my sense is that if an event is not taking place in Upton or is not by a local performer, then
Yeah.
we get
Yeah.
a very quick
Yeah, like,
conversation.
for instance, the Claflin Hill Music, that's my next one. I would
Okay.
say absolutely not.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it takes.
Because it's not taking place here,
Yeah.
because they're charging a fair amount of money, $34 for seniors and $50 for adults.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm not saying it's not worth it, it's just,
No,
It is
we can't afford,
because
it's
the
not, yeah,
grand ballroom.
Yeah.
yeah.
okay,
So as far as I'm concerned, that's a no.
okay.
Yeah.
The Friends of the Upton Celebrates Culture, I would have loved to have been able to present this to you guys.
Yeah,
But this is the one, and you guys asked me why they canceled it, and she just said they weren't, hold on. So glad you reached out. Our board has just made the decision that we are not quite ready to have Jared come. He actually is a host of a TV program and a
Oh,
radio
Jeremy
program.
Cohen.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
about
TBH.
culture in Massachusetts and how
He's
to,
from- What's his?
what's
Jared
the word I
Bowen.
want to say, promote it,
Okay.
and so it would have been a great thing for
Yeah.
us to do,
Yeah.
but they're not
doing it.
They're not doing it,
Okay.
so we don't have to worry about that.
okay, next
Oh.
one.
The next one was the Blues Brothers, okay, so, first of all, I mean, I love the Blues Brothers,
Me
don't get
too.
me wrong.
Jake and Elwood, right
But
there.
there were very few pieces of information that we should have had on
Mhm.
this.
So-
Any questions that they did have, they
Oh my
said, we'll talk to the cultural council and figure out how to do this.
No,
So I'm like, no.
no.
And they want $1,800.
No.
And they come from Western Mass.
Mhm.
So, and they were saying maybe a summer concert is
Mm,
maybe a
maybe.
summer. I mean, it was like, there was nothing.
Oh,
So I would
Yeah,
also
alright.
say that's a no.
So
because-
no date, no
Oh, yeah.
venue.
Right, exactly.
2026 is kind of vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Or 2026, yeah.
no.
Oh, wait,
So
here's
I
one.
would say that's a no.
The town of Wales, which is in
What were you?
Western Mass.
Yeah.
Well, you guys probably don't know it, but
okay.
I always say I can name you towns you've never heard of. Um, But here's one example, like they turned.
Down on the boondocks.
Yeah. the
Yes.
boondock- Yeah, I just Googled it and they said that, this town didn't grant it because, let's see. They did not include a letter of support with the venue for the program.
There's no letter
That
of
was the town
support.
of Wales.
There's no date.
Yeah.
There's no,
Okay,
like.
See, here's their minutes.
Oh, okay.
okay, so that's a no.
So that's,
All right.
yeah.
So
If we actually have a
big.
reason, then I think we're good, it's
Yeah.
not like we're just saying, no, 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 it's like,
No.
yeah, limited info, no solid plans.
And when they say things like, we'll discuss it with the cultural council,
No.
when they don't know
Yeah.
what the alternative,
Well, and
what, that's not.
No,
And here's the
we're not a
thing.
media company.
No.
Well, and these
What's the
minutes
matter
are
with
from
you?
2022. So at this point, you know that you need to have a venue and have a letter
Yeah,
of recommendation and like, I mean,
Yeah.
you're just not throwing stuff
Yeah.
out there. I mean,
Yeah.
if I have
We've
one
got our
application and
guidelines
they
right
just-
out there, like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
like
true.
this.
Our priorities are right there.
Actually, Sutton had them and
Yeah.
the Sutton
Yeah.
Common.
My four are
Oh,
done.
yeah?
Who's next?
Ooh, you're a tough-
Kate is
You're a
next.
tough one.
And I have to,
You're a
I have to
toughie.
leave if Kate's next for,
All right, Kate.
are they
Yeah,
all the
three,
historical
yeah, three
society?
historical
Then I have
society
to-
ones.
Okay, can everyone hear okay?
You guys hear me?
Not really.
Sorry, I miss you all. And I wish I was there eating food with you.
That turned up a little bit.
So, okay. So I have three from the Historical Society. The first one, so in the context of the three, the first one that's listed here, I think is the one that I'm most sort of on the fence about, and the other two I think I want to advocate for, but we'll see. So for this first one, they want to do an event around the 250th signing of the Declaration of Independence. Upton, like the rest of the towns in Massachusetts, received their own copy on July 17th of 1776. The town clerk had transcribed it for the townspeople, and they had also added a handwritten paragraph at the bottom, which makes it sort of a unique piece of town history. And so they want to have a program around this. They want to host it at the town hall. They have a date, which will be June 4th of next year, to basically educate people, researchers, people who are interested in history, historians, around the impact in Upton of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So they also mentioned that they want to target high school students as well as part of the reach for this event, in addition to the researchers and the history buffs and that kind of a thing. So, I mean, it sounds like it is well thought out. I mean, all three of their applications are well thought out. These are all like good applications. So I think that is, and really, it's only something I like hesitate about because I just don't know how many people it would draw. I think like it's a really, really reasonable amount of money. It's $225. It's
So
for sound
for-
equipment and
sound equipment, okay.
some marketing. It's not a big ask, but I don't know how many people would come out for it. I think that's sort of my only hesitation about it. But it's very Upton specific. I liked their other two applications a lot more. So if we wanted to maybe talk about all three applications from the Historical Society and then kind of figure how we want to weigh all three. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, why
Yeah.
don't you, talk about the next
Okay.
one.
So the next one is the one on so the Native American education, which is something we've been talking about wanting to do
Yeah.
for ages,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So this to me, this is the biggest of their asks, but this to me seems like it could be potentially really impactful and really cool. So they're looking at focusing on the history of the Nipmuc and the Algonquin tribes in this area. They are bringing in two professional speakers in addition to having a static display of artifacts and things related to Native American history in this region. They want to have presentations. They have a 4-minute AI sort of presentation to mimic what a Nipmuc tribe and habitat would be like. It seems really like a very, very cool
Is there a date for that?
event.
Kate?
Then they have a date for that. They do. So the date is October 22nd of 2026, and it would be hosted at the Upton Town Hall. So they have a date, they have a location. They're asking for this money. Mostly it's for the professional speaker fees. 600 of the 900 for professional speaker fees. The rest is for sound equipment and then also publications to help spread the word about the event. So this to me seemed like very in line with something that we've been wanting to do for a
I've been wanting
while.
to do something like this for a long time.
Yeah. I think, when,
I'd say
yeah, I think it'd be so
Yeah.
beneficial to,
That's a lot of money.
Oh, they're getting the Girl Scouts to help too?
They're gonna
They
have.
are, so
Girl
the Girl Scouts are
Scouts
gonna get
assisting-
Oh, I
free
love that.
attendees and serve refreshments.
Oh,
Aw.
that's great.
Yeah, so the Girl Scouts would also be a part of it. They're not offering any financial support, but they'd be a part of the event. So
Get a badge.
they themselves would pay the $100 for the refreshments. They're not asking us for any
Mhm.
money for refreshments.
Mhm.
So but I like this one. It's a big ask.
Yeah.
It's a $900 ask,
Mhm.
but I do like
It's
this
kind of a
one.
big
And then
event. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
historical.
yeah. I
It's
think
kind
it'd
of
be
a
a
bigger
really
event.
worthwhile event, hopefully, and maybe we can help to get the word out about it, but I think
Mhm.
a lot of people would find it interesting. I think it's an important thing to highlight the Native American history of this region. All
Yeah.
these kids walk around town with their Nipmuc gear on, like to understand like what
Exactly.
that is,
Mhm.
right? I think
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. To understand like
Mhm.
what that is, what that history is, I think would be a really powerful thing. So I like, again, of the three, I think that's probably the one that I would most
Okay.
sort of advocate for. Though the third one I also really kind of think is interesting and cool, and again specific to Upton. So you know how they have on Tuesday nights in the summer the VFW hosts a
Mhm.
car show.
Mhm. Oh, cruise
So they
night.
wanted to do
Yep.
in conjunction with that, where they talk about the history of the Westboro Speedway, which was something people did in this area for about 50 years. I think it ended in like the 1980s. But they want to have, a display of local racing artifacts and a vintage car that was raced by this man named George Tucker Summers, who was an Upton native and was a professional car racer. And I think, again, it sounds just really thought out. Like in addition to having that, the displays of the car and some of the artifacts, they're looking to have speakers come in, including, and I'll quote from the application, the former owner's son of the Westboro Speedway, George Summers' surviving family, including his widow, a well-known professional race car driver who was a longtime NASCAR racer and has been a friend of the Summers family for a long time. They don't disclose the name of who that race car driver is. Not that I would know that person, but another race car driver for those who follow race car driving. And then they also want to invite people who had worked in, the pit crews and on the race cars while the racing was a thing. And they acknowledge that at this point in the game, a lot of these folks are getting up there in years. It's more like elderly citizens who would be more kind of connected to this. But kind of giving them an opportunity to come back and maybe do some reminiscing and kind of relive the days where the Westboro Speedway was a thing. And I think it does probably tie in pretty nicely to the car show, which seems to be pretty well attended. Like I've never technically like gone to it, but
We're there on Tuesday
yeah,
nights.
on
We
a
know
Tuesday night, I'm at the playground with my kids or at the library, and
crowded
it
on the
seems busy.
street.
So that is
Yeah.
kind of unique. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, this might
They
be
had Velvet Elvis
something
singing
too
too.
that, and maybe this is not a fair comment to say, but like, I think this would be something that might really appeal to men, and a lot of our programming, I think, is like families and kids, maybe gears a little bit more to like female interests, and maybe again, like I'm speaking in broad terms, obviously, but this might be something that, like older men would probably love this.
Yeah.
older people in general, that
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
There are a lot of couples.
Yeah. There's a different
Yeah, it would
gearhead
be
thing I
novel.
like about that, like
it would be novel, and that is a lesser,
not something you
compared to
see
the Native
that
American
much.
presentation. This is a 325 ask,
Yeah.
which again is
Yeah.
a more reasonable amount. So,
Yeah.
those are the three from the historical. I have one other one that I'll speak about with the senior center, but those are the three from the historical society, and those are sort of my thoughts around them. So, what do you guys think?
I think that the Native American history, we'd be silly not to fund that.
Yeah.
We've been talking
We've
about
been-
it for a
we've
long
been
time.
trying to
It's
like figure that out.
timely,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they've
They pull
done
it
the
off,
they've done the
too.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done the work.
They pull it off. They
Yeah.
bring in the people of that Fuse group,
Mhm.
because Scott Garland and, what is it, Barry something, his wife runs that Fuse senior group.
Yeah.
And that's
Mm.
quite well attended,
Mm.
and they push a lot of information out through that channel
Mhm.
in particular.
Mhm.
So,
I definitely think it's a
mhm.
a spot we want to fill, and we've been
Yes.
talking.
We've
Yeah.
been talking about it for years.
And they really sounds like they have it organized and
Mhm.
well thought out, and like a lot of different things like speakers and artifacts and
Mhm.
just that kind of thing. There's
Different
it's,
kinds of presentations, like I think it's looking like
comprehensive. Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
got 3 applications and.
Right. We're not gonna be able to do
we're-
them all.
No, I think
Yeah.
we kind of have to, especially if we're gonna do the Native American one, which
Yeah.
is $900.
Yeah.
That I don't know that we should do the other two because that's
I like the
all in
second
one.
and the third.
all in
And
one
they're
basket.
small. They could probably get funding for those other two elsewhere.
Mhm.
Probably, although I
Yeah.
like the ideas. I'm a history geek. I would love to see the original.
Yeah,
version
I
of
don't, I
the-
don't disagree with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I don't, but I don't think
Can't
they,
put all your eggs in.
right, but we, those are small amounts and I'm sure they could raise those funds, in
Yeah.
other ways maybe, but, yeah, no, I
It's super
think,
local
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
historical. and
yeah.
That hits on those. I like 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of folks, number 3, that would, if it's
Yeah.
not too hot and if it's not raining, you'll get a ton of people
Yeah.
Mhm.
to something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And I like
Look
Keith's
out.
point that it appeals to a population that we don't necessarily always
Yeah.
market
Yeah.
to.
That's true
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
They bring
historical,
ladies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a little more
Mamas.
Yeah.
unique kind
Mhm.
of thing that
I
we
think
haven't
so.
really funded in
Yeah.
the past.
Both very much.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
in
the
agreement.
independence one, but I would strongly encourage them to apply for next year if we didn't
Yeah.
fund it this year. But
Yeah.
Agreed.
out of all these grants, yeah, we only have so much money.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we all like 2 and 3.
And I don't know how much we've got left at this point. How much? do
Yeah,
we
we're-
have
I
left?
mean,
If
Well, I
we
like your
fund,
idea.
If we fund
I
everything.
like your
we said
idea.
that-
We don't have
What
to
is
fund
super
the full
local
amount
first?
That's true,
either.
too.
Yeah.
Local first,
So-
well
What do they say
orchestrated.
about if it's only partial?
Oh, uh-oh. Hello? Hello? Hey, Jen, you're muted. Sorry. The call dropped for a
No, I
second.
had to sign
Oh,
back
thank
in.
The Historical Society will assist in funding if necessary by
Mhm.
reaching out to local sponsors and
Are we
Yeah.
for a vote?
on the 900, the Native
Okay.
American and
Got the other one.
is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, boo.
Or indigenous.
For donations and sponsorships, Upton Historical Society would seek funding. Is that for which one is
That's
that? Is that
the,
for Carl?
yeah. I mean, cruise night's pretty popular. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always a big drive
Yeah.
into it.
Same thing,
I'm sure.
donations and
Yeah.
sponsorships.
You never been to cruise?
No.
I see, I
But I keep
like
saying I
old
want to
cars.
go.
I like
Me
old
too.
muscle cars.
Yeah,
I like
me too.
Camaros. I have been, I've taken the kids there. No, over the
We're
years.
knitting.
Yeah.
We did on that,
I
like,
like all the old
parking on
muscle
the street.
cars and Mustangs and.
Okay, so
Yeah, me
So I
too.
think
looks like-
so,
we're looking at the 22 and 23.
is. Yeah, as,
No, I'm sorry. it's been-
yeah, as,
Yeah.
yes,
Your
it's
paper.
That's okay.
like
And
likely
then the-
yeses,
we can
yeah.
write
Yeah.
on
And
it.
then the
Here we
Declaration
go.
of Independence, yeah, probably a no, just, no. So,
That's your paper.
Get the-
okay, so can we bring
Okay, we
Lynn
can
back?
Yep. Lynn.
I'm like your ears.
Get those Girl Scouts to raise some money.
Like,
We all had our.
Holy
dog-
cow,
dog
girl.
meeting.
It's our-
We all had our dogs. Oh.
But
How
you
do
do.
we wear glasses if I-
Sorry.
Oh, they all pick, I love it. We're talking major, large print.
Yeah.
Like across the room, print.
Yes.
This is comfortable.
That's like projector print. Like.
you work for Perkins?
The only problem
I
is-
had to make it
Gapping
bigger.
the thing all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
okay.
You're such a
Aw,
star.
you're
Just
such a
down.
baby.
The
Such a lovey. Can I sit on your lap?
Stop it.
I
It's
think-
bad
I
habit.
feel sorry. Bug.
Oh, I got kissed.
Sorry.
You're such a nice dog. That's a give me.
Jolie, Scout, Ozzy, imagine we all.
No. Hey.
No,
Oh,
I
God.
see your game. Okay, you're going down. Down you
Mommy
go.
says no.
You go. I see your game.
Run, Forrest,
We're
run.
gonna have a dog right in the middle.
I feel somebody's tail hitting.
How are we doing? So how are we
That's not
doing?
mine.
We're at 8:30 and.
Right.
All right,
Alright,
we can get through this, ladies.
I think we can get through this.
I think we can. Wouldn't it be great to get through this?
Yeah.
And then next
So
time.
she still hasn't done games to go with the Upton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
wanna hear
Sorry,
this.
Kate.
Yeah,
All right.
you could just
That's
do
okay, I got one
follow-ups
more.
on- The next
Um,
one.
Yeah. I have the
All right,
follow-up.
games to go.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is from the senior center, and they're applying to bring in this gentleman who is a DJ by trade and would basically run like a game night type activity for the seniors. So, using formats like the Wheel of Jeopardy and Family Feud and like the classic game show formats.
Mhm.
And it would include a lot of sort of information, in terms of like the answers to the games and things that would connect to older people. One thing I appreciated about their application, excuse me, because it's the senior center that applied for it.
Mhm.
They did mention that it's very inclusive. So in terms of people's cognitive abilities, physical abilities, like everyone would be able to participate regardless of any limitations they may have. I appreciated that. It's not a huge ask. It's $250. It's not a huge ask. So it's basically going to pay for his fee. The guy's name is Kevin Richmond. And then also for another $50 for refreshments. So it sounds like a great event, how strongly it ties into, and again, it would impact Upton residents, like it's going to be hosted at the Upton Senior Center. How much it ties into sort of culture. I mean, you could argue that game shows are a huge part of American culture, especially I think among older Americans.
Culture,
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
honestly.
Historical.
But I
Yeah.
don't feel so strongly about this one.
I
One
mean,
way
you
or
could
the
say that
other.
about the Speedway too, right? Like,
Yeah, it is American culture.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, like race car
I
driving
like
is American
I like
culture,
the
yeah.
accessibility.
And then
part
again,
of
that ties in a little
So
bit more
fresh,
locally
people
to
are
like
jealous
the
of us.
Westboro Speedway, like this particular racer who was from Upton, who raced at the Westboro Speedway. So it connects into like the history of the region a little bit too. It's not just race car driving. Where doesn't really connect to Upton other than Upton residents would be attending it. And it would just be like a
I
fun
thought you
evening
were-
for
you
the
asked me to come back.
seniors.
I thought it was, she went to the senior center. She's talking about what's wrong.
no, we're not.
No,
it's
no,
not.
no,
No,
no.
no.
This one, we got
We
through
should
all
talk
the
about
three
the
and I.
kind of-
Right, I'm
Oh,
just saying like
There's
we're comparing the two
there's
about
pictures.
but
Mhm.
of American culture being race car
Have you done
driving
this
and game
before?
shows and that kind of thing. But
Yes.
so I don't feel real strongly one way or the other. I think it'd be a great event to offer for the seniors. I feel like if we're really short on cash,
Mm.
maybe it doesn't
Community center.
Mhm.
They
it doesn't
really want this.
connect
Did they get
strongly
that
enough?
letter?
They did.
Mhm.
Hey,
There's a letter.
Oh,
Yes.
there's a
You
letter,
wanna-
yes,
I'm
because
saying-
they
There was
really
not but
wanted
the
this.
application came from
yeah, there's
the
a
application
picture
came
from
from
the
the senior
letter.
center.
Yeah, she said an application came from the senior center.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it came
Kevin
from
Rich-
the Friends of the
yeah.
Upton
Maybe
Seniors.
Yep.
that's something.
right. So Kevin
Okay.
Richmond did not submit the application. The senior center did.
Mhm.
Right,
Mhm.
Steve
So there's no
Rafferty
letter of
submitted it,
support because the
right?
senior center is the one that
Yeah,
I like that it's inclusive. based
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
cognitive
it is
and
very
physical
inclusive, and I
abilities.
think that's important too. That was the thing that I think stood out the most to me about the application.
Yeah.
In terms of the value add, is that it's very inclusive for people of diverse and I quote diverse cognitive and physical abilities.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Mhm.
and they are partnering with the Friends of Upton Seniors.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, cultural is a wide range, so,
Yeah.
certainly, it's not like there's a lot of pop culture.
Mhm.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be totally fun. I think it'd be totally fun too. I think
we
people
all
would
have our
enjoy
favorite
it.
game shows, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mine is Jeopardy, but yeah.
Real cool.
Yeah.
I'm a Jeopardy
Yeah.
geek.
How do we feel about it?
Yeah,
I've heard from them and they were really, they did this
yeah.
and they really enjoyed it. A lot of, and, games like this, there's a lot of history and culture incorporated
It's like
into it.
connection.
A lot of,
Yeah, everyone's
Using-
watched.
Using the noodles.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
too, and everyone's watched. Everyone knows these
Right.
shows.
Right. right,
Yeah.
nobody's
Seniors
left out.
compete
Yeah.
with one
So
another.
do we want to say
Okay.
yes?
I do say
yes.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go to
In
that.
here, I'm not
I'm a
seeing
senior
it.
citizen, I
I-
can go.
Say it ain't so.
As long as they promote it so that, others.
Oh,
can-
say it isn't so.
But it is.
But I mean, it sounds
Oh,
like a lot
they'll
of fun.
promote it. They promote, since the Friends of the Upton Seniors have come on board,
Yeah.
they're promoting everything.
Yeah.
Good,
good.
I mean, donations, they've got T-shirts.
Well, they got $1,000 and from that $1,000, they started
Yeah.
raising funds by selling T-shirts and doing, and they were
Yeah.
antique jewelry and something else even, and they raised, some funds, so.
I like it.
Okay, so that's a yes.
All
So,
right.
so I'll
All
go
right,
through
last but
mine.
not least.
All right.
Wow.
So the Upton
job.
Town Library has 3.
Mm.
The first one is a Storytime Quintet, which is, it's been offered before. It's been very successful according to the applicant, the library. So what they do is they introduce families to classical music by pairing it with children's classic stories. So they have a quintet of musicians visits the library and performs the story of Peter and the Wolf using whirlwind instruments. So they each take a turn while they're presenting. They play the instrument, they talk about the story, they talk about like the music, they explain their parts to children and how their different instruments help tell the story.
Mm.
Am I not explaining this well?
No, I just,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
We
So-
get to win with
Classic.
instruments over here.
So I took my notes.
I know.
It's in July 2026. It's during their summer reading program, so they integrate it into the library curriculum. It's a well-established group of artists. It's open to all, but it's focused on young families and seniors. They said it is pricey.
yeah.
So they did say it's ages 3 to adult. And we plan to include patrons from the Upton Town Library and Senior Center. They think they'll serve about 75 people. The quintet's been around since 2020. They're looking for money for performance and travel fee.
Where are they traveling?
That's a
Rhetorical,
question. I don't know.
rhetorical.
Yeah. And then it says, should the grant not be fully funded, the library would turn to the remainder of its programming budget or from a donation from the Friends of the Upton Town Library. This would be able to fund up to half the amount if necessary. So we could partially fund it.
Yeah.
Good
How
about
many
that.
people does it?
That's 75.
75?
Yeah.
It might be a stretch for summertime, but I
Yeah.
will tell you, years ago, I took my daughter to the Brockton Symphony Orchestra when she was like 9, and they were doing the Harry Potter music.
Oh.
And it was the same kind of thing, and they talked about, do you remember this scene in the
Yeah.
movie?
Mm.
And they played it was really, really
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think this is really,
It seems like,
I was just listening
Yeah.
to
And does it seem like we're gonna have
a
to
Disney version
Pick
of
one.
exactly
The
that.
Peter
for
of
the
the Wolf.
library?
Peter and the Wolf with the
Very-
kids.
Yeah.
And they talked about all the.
You know what I
different
mean? It's hard,
instruments.
'cause
yeah, I have some
Like
thoughts.
Sasha the
Okay.
On that.
Duck or the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
like that.
really
Yeah.
cool.
I think that's really interesting and a
Yeah.
great introduction to, that kind of music, classical.
It supports our library.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I will say when I was younger, I had a turntable record, an actual record on Peter and the Wolf. And it was something very similar. They
Yes.
play music and they talk about the story.
Exactly, that's what I was.
Scared the crap out of me. And still, I can hear the music in my head and it like, gives me a chill.
Libraries reading the story to
Yeah.
the kids.
You have to,
Doing this whole
All right.
thing.
Mhm.
so we
It's
can,
interesting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have some CDs.
Yeah, so I think that's great. They do a really good job on
So
writing
they
their
were-
grants.
Yeah.
So we really understand what they are
Mhm.
asking for.
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it sounds great. So it's probably a conditional.
Yeah.
Potential, yes,
Ah.
And it's a lot, 75 is a really good number.
Music is
Yeah.
playing in the background.
Yeah.
And people, I know it's like summer can be hard, but people are always looking for stuff for the kids to do in the
That's-
summer.
that's what we're at.
Remember the little theater, the puppet theater they would have at Nipmuc? They brought in,
Oh my.
the little bread and puppet, no, it wasn't bread and puppet, I don't know what it was. But they had like theater groups that would come and it would be packed because, you could sit outside.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to do something with their kids.
Yeah, good people out here.
Yeah.
And it's free. I think I like this one.
Okay, so we,
All right.
I do
so-
we
too.
could maybe
It's
partially
50?
fund that.
Yeah,
like the half.
yeah.
I know, but maybe.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
maybe. High without
Partially
knowing what
funded,
it
though.
breaks down to. I mean, performers are worth it,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
that's what they.
850 were.
Well, and this is the quintet too, so I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
That's not that
Um,
much money for a person.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So let me go through all the Upton
Yeah,
Town
they do.
Library ones.
Okay.
So the next one is the Free Drum Upton, which, so this is, hand drumming.
Oh,
So it is it's 2 sessions. It's 2.5 hour long program is held. Oh, actually, sorry, scratch that. It's more than 2 sessions. It is $125 per session, and they are looking to have 10 sessions.
Oh, wow.
That's why they're asking for that much money. Now, the library is providing funding for 2 additional sessions. If we want to partially fund it, we can, if needed, the frequency of the events will be reduced from 12 per year to 6 per year. This seemed like a really neat, it seemed really cool. My only 50 people they said would be served. It's a 2.5 hour long program held once per month, and it's a guided drumming session. It's a local organizer, Dave Curry, decades of drumming and instructional experience. So basically they just go, you don't need to bring your own drum. They have drums available to you to borrow. They've had sessions before, and it's attracted Upton residents as well as from neighboring communities. And it's like a drum circle
Mhm.
Yeah.
once a month.
Which they have at the senior center.
Oh, they do? Oh, I
They
didn't know
do,
that.
because one
It's
of
an
our friends,
exercise.
Linda,
Yeah, it's an
Linda goes all
exercise.
the time.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
It
all
sounds-
Cultural.
yeah, it's all ages. It's multicultural. He is from Upton.
Is it inside?
All
All this
question.
Because if it rains,
Yeah.
which some years it rains nonstop.
Yeah, it's at the Upton
even
Town
when you
Library.
have your walk in
So
Long session.
2.5 hours does seem pretty.
It's like a music lesson, but it's like a
Mhm.
2.5
Yeah.
hour long music lesson.
and I don't like to gatekeep, like, because I'm not a drummer, but I don't like to say like, oh, I'm not a drummer, so I don't think these things are a good idea.
Mhm.
It's a lot of money for
Yeah.
So
a very niche
And 10
market.
of them,
Yeah.
will you get enough every single
I'm just
week
wondering
for
what the
10?
attendance would be.
Yeah.
You could partially.
I feel like this is one of those things that I'd like to see them,
If you
if
wanted
it,
to.
them do
Yeah.
it, and then if it was successful and they came back for
Well,
fun
it
next
says
year.
that they've done it. So they started
Huh.
doing it in March, and I guess it was popular.
Hmm.
And
When you
so
say they, you talking about.
the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have done it.
They have done it. They wanted to bring it back. They had to stop because they ran out of funding for it.
Oh.
I mean, my kind of thought was something like this. If I
Yeah,
was really
definitely.
interested in this,
Yeah.
I'd pay $10 to go have a drum circle for 2.5
Right.
hours, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say that about any of these, but
Yeah.
it just seemed like a lot of money for.
Yeah.
And I think it's a long time period.
Yes.
yeah, this would,
Yeah.
that's a
To pay for
commitment
so
for
many-
people to do.
Yeah.
Like to pay for several.
You don't have to go to
times,
each
but not-
one. Like you can kind of
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
one.
But
can
how
go
are you
to
gonna
all.
get enough people to every single
Yeah.
one in Upton?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I,
Yeah.
Hmm.
it's a lot of money and there's a lot of asks
stress
from the
relief.
library, so
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
it's
Stress.
like from the historical society. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of thing. There was a whole bunch from the historical society.
And we have
Yeah.
a lot of music
Yes.
that
we
we're
did.
funding. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to say no.
There's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can always go back, but
Yeah,
I would recommend, my recommendation as the presenter of this grant that
Mhm.
we put our money into other grant opportunities.
Like chicken keeping.
The next one
Yeah.
was chicken keeping, which was not
Retreats.
music, which I
No.
thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, it's another experienced presenter. It's actually a resident from Upton, seasoned chicken keeper Lauren Schuer.
Oh.
So they
Learn
learned
again.
Person.
Oh,
he's the same one.
Molly the
She's the one
chicken.
who is gonna do the 4 classes that
Okay.
we're talking about.
Oh,
She's
my
everywhere.
God.
Yeah.
then that's that would be 2 for that one individual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just saying.
yeah.
Mhm.
So people are going to learn about coop designs, chicken breeds, training, enrichment, chicken physiology, health, blah, 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 how to keep a safe and happy flock.
Hmm.
So
Kind
it's,
of biology-ish, yeah.
Art, science and the humanities, is it somewhere?
So they're making the case that it's, you know, kind of contributing to household local economies, increases food security, great ways for families to teach children about, you know, the library, they always like write a
Yeah.
good application.
Yeah.
So it's, the fee is just a payment to presenter. It's open to,
Which, and she's already, if we do the
everybody.
other thing, she's already getting.
Yeah, I would know what to do
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
to do the same person.
yeah,
You have to do one or the other,
Yeah.
not both.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people who've had chickens in Upton and I feel like they didn't even need this.
No,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
People kind of,
yeah.
I think it's
They
like a
figure it out.
DIY sort of thing. And I'm sure there'd be people
YouTube
interested
it.
in, but I feel like I know
Yeah.
one, two, I can think, people on my street have chickens.
Yeah.
Are we
Chickens on
filling
the
a
street
need
are
in
not-
I didn't realize that she,
Chickens.
yeah, I
When
didn't
you said
connect
her
the
name,
dot,
I
but it was,
Oh, I
yeah.
know.
I didn't connect the dot.
I know, people are kind of able to do that.
She has a name.
On their own,
Yeah.
No.
But-
I'm, I don't want to do,
Just
we
more
can't do
chicken.
two.
Yeah,
Sure.
for the same person.
But
And,
Yeah.
and we have to weed out, with our priorities and what we're
Yeah.
feeling, so
Yeah,
no.
I'm feeling that chickens are a priority.
No.
Chickens are pretty,
We're,
Yeah.
no, it's great,
It's
but
not
I
a
don't,
negative, it's just.
It's just.
Yeah,
In
Yeah.
order of priorities.
It's nichey.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not
He's
as
finally
important.
lying down, Megan, and I have to interrupt her or disturb her.
Put your feet in between her feet. and-
yeah, it's right
That is-
on the left-hand side by the kitchen. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, John
Variety.
Waterman. So just, if we do fully fund the Upton Town Storytime Quintet,
Mhm.
we're down to 195. So I think we
Mhm.
should talk about these next three grants
Yeah.
and then would like go back and be like, all right, are we gonna
Mhm.
partially fund any?
Don't
of
forget,
the
we have our next
30?
meeting we have our next meeting.
We do, yeah,
For follow-ups.
yeah,
and we can
And
go
voting,
back and
yeah,
visit.
and that's our voting meeting.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do have a couple that are maybes that I think in hindsight, like the Witten Community Center, it's not local,
Yeah. Right.
No.
All right, so where are we here?
John
Yeah.
Waterman.
Eric,
He
John,
applied before.
Another.
we know that name.
Yes.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
he's
He's
definitely done.
Waterman.
Yeah, but
Is it music?
I thought
Oh,
so.
live music making history.
Yeah,
I wonder if he might,
we've done something with him, or at least seen, I know
I know
this
the
name.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is popular music and veterans. It would be November 19th, so near Veterans Day.
Mhm.
And it's partnered with the Upton Historical Society.
Ah,
So it's
there's another Upton historic.
Oh, wait,
I was
actually,
gonna say.
where will
Wait.
the project
Oh,
take place? It's not, the applicant is not the Upton Historical Society. But why did I write that down?
That was the event's gonna take place at
Oh,
the
it's
society,
TBD.
which is no.
This is the John Waterman application?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where and when is?
yes, that's right. Oh, no, so he
Oh,
emailed us, remember,
no.
Jen?
Oh,
Emailed the Upton Cultural Council to say, oh, I have a
That's
date
right.
and a
Oh.
place.
Oh,
Yes,
oh.
so it's November 19th, 2026, and it will take place at the Upton Historical
No.
Society. But it won't, you're saying no.
No, it cannot take place at the Upton
Oh.
Historical Society because the Upton Historical Society's
It's
on the
not-
second floor. It is not accessible.
Yeah.
I know they're trying to move.
I know
But
all
that's
about
not-
that.
yeah.
But that is not,
It's a no
that's
go.
gonna
okay.
be a long time.
Hmm.
And, the bathrooms have to be made accessible first.
Okay,
So,
I'm just writing this down.
And
we don't know.
Okay.
He
if that-
definitely says that's where he'd have.
Yeah, that, he sent us that email.
So that was according to his email.
Oh, that
Right.
place is
Yeah.
creepy.
Where would he even?
Frankly.
Where is the space for him to even?
I know, where would you
know.
the Upton Historic, I mean, you go upstairs and it's
It's
just.
just full of stuff. It's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can't, we can't, it's
No,
on the
we
mass
can't have it there.
guidelines.
It's- Yeah.
The other
we're not
thought that I
allowed in there.
have in addition to that was that it seems like a great idea, but we've had a protest song grant before and it
Yeah.
was not well attended.
No,
at all.
no, it was you and I,
Yeah.
or you or she.
Yeah, yeah,
But it was us, two of us,
yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Nobody came.
Yeah.
That's not good. We don't-
Well,
it
there
was
was like
a-
5 people plus us. It was
Yeah,
very-
all right,
yeah,
sorry,
I
yeah.
mean, it wasn't,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's so
unfortunately.
Well, if 5 people go, I don't consider that,
That's,
like,
yeah, that's not,
Not for.
we're not serving the
Not huge,
community.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fortunately.
So that's a
So
no.
I think
Yeah.
that's a no, yeah.
He has presented before and he's done a really great job. He's been very popular. I checked out his website. He's got great reviews.
Mhm.
And it's original songs too, which I think is hard to draw people. People
Mhm.
want to go and hear songs they can sing
They
along
know,
with.
or they know.
You know, yeah.
Yep.
So I would say that would be a no.
Okay.
The Dennis Wise Theft of Dignity, he has applied before.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I will say that is a no.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, there was no defined date or audience. His venue was Nipmuc High School, but it wasn't actually anything he's organized with Nipmuc.
Mhm.
I checked out some of his presentations online and they weren't very engaging, to be
Mm,
honest.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I would, and it's a lot of money. I think if school districts want anti-bullying,
yeah.
they've
Yeah.
searched
I
them.
feel like that's not
So-
our area.
Yeah.
That is, I don't think we're equipped to
No.
evaluate it or,
No,
Yeah.
sponsor it. In our.
So the
And then 30 was
one-
that's
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Willie
Love
Nelson.
I love Willie.
So this is the one I
We
put
have
his
to
yes
love him.
on the top.
Riley. It's with
So, guys. Focus, please. We're almost done.
He's very talented.
Almost there. This guy, he's a very good singer. I checked him out on YouTube. He's very good at promoting. He's nationwide. He's performed in Nashville. I mean, of course, his website's going to be like how great he is, right? But he actually he's supported by strongly supported by the Upton Senior Center,
Mhm.
and he does have a history of performing in Upton.
yeah, Matt Rourke.
He did,
Yeah,
Johnny
he did,
Cash.
yeah.
It was there.
York,
Yeah.
And he's done somewhat
Yeah.
other, he's
He's a
very.
very funny guy.
But here's the thing,
Yeah.
you have to make sure that he gives us the date
Yeah.
so we can promote
Ahead
it
of
and so
time.
we know
Ahead of
about
time.
it.
Yes.
We can all go.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It's just past
Yeah, we were all
year.
So,
Yeah.
we've been discussing this and we're gonna have like a new, like, and we might have to coach him a little bit. So we're gonna,
Mhm.
in this document here, we're gonna capture the emails and remind them, like,
Yes.
Yeah.
we're gonna capture them, remind them, may it be you as the media person or us each take which one we have and say,
Yeah, I like
hey,
that.
on that, we've got you flagged for this date. What do you know?
Yeah.
Hey, help us help you
Yeah.
promote this event.
Because we feel better.
You fly, where's your flyer with your MCC logo
Mhm.
acknowledging us and all
We can
that.
put in our newsletter, it's found.
Where we can use that. So,
My pet ate what?
She wants you to pay attention to her, so she brings you socks when she's feeling ignored.
I,
All right, so I will say this is a yes.
Yeah, it's not a big one either.
Yeah, it's not a
We'll
big
see.
one.
We said it
I,
now.
I would
All
actually like to
all
go
the
see
not so
this.
big ones add up, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Well,
think that's also willing,
Where's that gonna be? At
Yeah,
the
right.
community
What's the
center?
month?
The
Senior
Upton
Center.
Senior Center,
Yeah.
yes, and it's spring or summer of 26. They don't have an exact date yet, but the senior center is like, yeah.
Tanya
he's
wrote a
coming.
letter?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
in.
Tanya wrote a letter.
So it
so.
looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that we have, approved $7,455.
We're over
So we
$355.
have to cut some money.
So that, if we
cut.
can go back,
Not
so
to
I just,
say-
real quick,
I think we
That-
put the White and Center.
so that does not include 140 Arts Collaborative, which was a maybe.
Mhm.
It does not include the Witten Community Center, which was a maybe.
I'm okay with
Okay.
cutting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am
We,
too.
yeah.
The Greater Milford Community Chorus was a no-ish. I'll just put that as a no.
That's
That's a
no.
no for.
I think it went to no.
Misco Hill PTO was a maybe.
What
Yeah.
was that one?
That was
The,
the Amazing Hero
Amazing
Art.
Hero Art.
Oh,
Is it?
So that
is it-
total does not include that $1,150.
I was gonna
That's
say,
a lot
is
of
it,
money.
have you
That's
tallied
way too much.
1150?
No.
No, I did
that's-
not
it's
include
not
that
in there
tally.
At all.
And we're over and that it does
Okay.
not include that, so.
Maybe he needs to sell more art someplace.
well, is there anything else? Are those all the maybes and no's? Or another one?
So the only other things we had was that the hip hop scene, the hip hop chair dance was depending on the UCA response. That number is totaled.
And also the music for the Thimble Pleasures quilt show was a maybe.
And that was a maybe.
I'm not saying it again.
So that wasn't.
That was not included,
Right,
no.
Maybe, the only thing
Yeah.
that were included in the town,
The- the
the yeses, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And and actually, and I did,
55.
the Lauren Schuer Art Adventures is included in the total, but that is a yes depending on library response, which I think the library is.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think we're good, but
They're
not
together.
not the chicken thing.
Yeah.
And, well,
That chicken thing.
No, we can't, do- well, no, you can't do.
Can't do everything.
we don't
Well,
have
can't
to
do
vote on
everything.
that.
Yeah.
We can also
It's too
partially fund some of these things.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to fund like the entire.
right,
So
We can partially fund the Storytime Quintet and bring it down
Mm-hmm.
to 7,455.
can I also
Yeah.
just throw something out there?
What?
For the senior center, we have two things already approved.
Yeah.
One is the, not Johnny Cash,
Game show.
the game show as well as Willie Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
And so the hip hop thing, was that included in this budget?
No, I think that was.
yeah, that was the 280 was included.
It was
wasn't
So
included.
that's the
So,
third.
yeah, I would take, I would.
I think we need to
Where is the
Yeah,
top?
380? I thought it was 280.
No,
No, I
We
think
can
we-
award three. I don't
asked
think we
for.
can award three to the same.
Okay.
No.
280.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would-
yeah.
So which of those
Remember.
three do we want to award?
Hip hop, not hip hop.
Not hip hop?
Yeah.
Not hip hop.
Because
It's been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been done.
And not only that, they have other
Exercise
Program.
groups.
exercise programs. that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take that one out, and that
Alright.
puts us over by doo-doo.
Nope.
Sure about that community
Hang on a
block
second.
party
No. Zero.
Yes, that's a no.
from one
We
neighborhood?
invite all
Yeah, now we're over by $75.
Yeah,
$75.
and then we still have some, things we were gonna go and ask about, so.
Mhm.
So
And
we
was
could-
that, can I
Yeah.
just ask the question about, can I borrow this for 1
Yes.
second?
Partial possibility.
Is that funding in its entirety? Good job. The, was it the story time? No.
That is
That-
funding the
No,
story
no, the
time. and
Native
trail.
American history thing.
Yes.
And what
You'll
was the
share that
one that
with
we
us?
could do like half? That was the Storytime Quintet. They,
So no, the Storytime Quintet, I have it in the amount approved is fully funded, but we could partially fund it. The one that I think you're
Yeah,
thinking
your
that we
hand
could approve by half is
Yeah.
the one for Misco
yeah, it
which
was
is
$850.
in there at all.
No, no,
send
I
this
thought it
around
was the
to us?
Storytime Quintet. Where is the paper that I was writing on that was yours? This isn't the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, there's not the one that I wrote on.
You're like your little
I,
kids.
I was writing on one that had more color than this.
That
Well,
might
this
have
is mine that's been
I don't
here.
know if it, okay.
Why, you writing on my paper when I was
been-
gone?
No.
No,
No,
because
this is
it was-
mine. It was
oh,
mine.
I know what I did. I did it here. That's where I wrote it.
I-
Okay.
anyway.
Storytime partially funded for $425. We could do it in half. According to the thing that you were looking at, it said that they could maybe get a chunk of it so that it would get down to
The Storytime,
425.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know they could say we could partially fund, I'm just trying to see.
yeah,
how
that
much.
was the Storytime
Yeah.
Quintet.
Yeah, can I make another suggestion?
Yeah.
Another
Mhm.
option?
Mhm.
What if we
I knew I wrote it down.
deduct $75 from the Small Stones Art Festival?
If we're gonna give them more money than they asked for,
No, they're asking for 500. What if we bumped it to 425?
And took the $75 from that and gave it to
Instead.
them.
oh, that's a good
Because
idea.
everything
Yeah.
else is
It's
in
not
Upton.
local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not enough.
That's a good idea.
That's still a good chunk of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
Okay, hang on though, where?
I don't
Maybe
feel
they
like
got
we're gonna
spam
cost
all the time.
tires.
in
There'll
the
be no
alternate
tier.
form.
Oh,
What
that's
is
true.
still
Yeah.
so what's
Number
still,
8.
we also have spam a lot. That's a maybe.
What's
The,
Oh,
Yeah,
that isn't
140
included in
arts.
the money?
Yeah.
Oh,
we have it listed as a
Oh.
maybe.
so we have no money in there.
So, what, do we want to fund Small Stones?
Maybe we flip that to the 140 arts.
Yeah,
I was on the
Collaborative.
fence about. Small
Yeah.
Stones
Yeah,
myself.
I like it, but
Yeah.
It's not local.
but
I
it's
think
not.
Yeah.
I
Unless
think,
it's
I think we
funded
have
otherwise,
enough
right?
of, super local.
We did it last
good
year.
Programs, yeah.
Yeah.
I like I like that.
So
And
partially fund,
140 Arts is new.
140
local.
yard, the,
And super
but
local.
in, you know,
throw the
the
money
same-
from
Yeah, in the same
the
vein of the
Stones.
BBT.
To
to the
like,
band.
140 yard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's support something that's new and trying to get up.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think they need.
Well, I can't vote,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Well, don't worry, we're not voting yet.
all right, so I took the
I
500
agreed with
from
Robin.
Small Stones, put it
And
to
nodded.
140 Arts, we're still over
Right.
$75, but
Right.
there's other places that we can partially fund.
Well,
right?
that,
Can you
that,
take that?
Storytime Quintet, you could just take the $75
75 from there.
off of
Yep.
that.
I could do that.
Because they were talking about being able to get up to half of it from the library,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
half of 850.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So what was it?
So 75 still
Okay.
gives you $775.
Can I make another suggestion?
Sorry.
It's just different ideas.
Yeah.
The MURSD Multicultural Fair is $700.
Yeah, I think we knocked that down.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they give a lot. I think they get money from other
Yeah.
sources too, like. Yeah, I
I
think
think-
I think we cut that one down.
Qualification that we have super local first. I
Yeah.
like that.
Well, we could take the $75 from that instead of from the Storytime Quintet.
Yeah, I mean,
Love the story.
yeah, I know.
I
Well,
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
It's-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
people or.
Again, I think the fair is gonna get, it's not gonna be at a loss for funding, I
No.
think.
I
I
think
think there are a lot of people
And
helping.
supporting our library is a good
Work it.
So you could
What
make
about
that
the
635 and then
Yeah.
story time quintet, the whole
So
thing.
that means that we're still not funding,
Still taking it.
the flautist.
Right.
no,
Yeah, we're not.
That-
Funding the
I've
club.
done that.
I never
Yeah, we've
really-
done that.
really
She
understood
Yeah.
why
actually
we
said
did
in
that.
her thing that she's been doing it for 20 years and she would do it for free if she wasn't funded.
yeah.
Because she just feels.
She likes it. She likes
Tell
the
us.
vibe.
Action.
She likes the
Don't
vibe.
say that.
She just likes to fill out
Yeah.
grant applications. They're not.
Yeah. I mean, I-
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah.
So, so if we move that money from the Mercy, D, whatever it is.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of movement.
back into the
Back-
Storytime
Then we
Quintet.
should
We're
be all
even.
set,
We're-
right?
we're
We're all
even.
even.
Yeah.
Yep, I think the only thing that means is that we are not funding the Amazing Hero Art Inspiring Youth through Speed.
Yeah,
campaign.
I've
We're not-
Was that
about
the
that.
So much we can miss.
Misco?
Yeah,
That was the only Misco one.
yeah.
You're right, Cat's Prairie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be free this year. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Maybe she went
I'll-
for
I'll
another,
delete-
Maybe
follow-up
he
notes
got
for
funded somewhere
that.
else or something.
you know,
So we have, I'm just thinking of the school. So we have something from Memorial.
Can you send that to
We
us?
have something. at
Yeah, I did share it with you
Team.
already, so you
Yes,
should, yeah, I
something.
literally just did like.
Yeah.
an announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Thank
Nipmuc
you.
So take a look.
doesn't.
Okay, I
um,
think after
Nipmuc
so much
itself
discussion,
really
it'll be
They
good
have a lot
to
of, I think they.
parse out
they probably
what
go to different
places, what,
things.
and yeah.
yeah,
and remember, we
And
always
think
want
about
to
it.
go the arts, the science, the humanities. Yes, the schools, the library, but we want to keep,
yeah.
you know, and that's what we were
spread
balancing
it
out
out.
with.
Oh, are
I
we?
think I have to take more of this home.
You wanna
Well,
what?
this
Yeah.
is not the historical society
It's
that.
speaking to me.
Several of them. There's the
there-
Native American one. I
Oh,
forget.
yeah.
American.
That's
Three weeks.
too.
Oh, okay, and we
felt
and
good about
oh my God, I can't
Speedway.
wait.
And
Also-
Yeah, it's
Speedway.
different. I like that.
I'm gonna tell Chad that he can't even.
Too, we
look at
can't, it's hard to like punish, say like
Keep
the,
an eye
like
on
the
it.
library.
Yeah.
Because like, there's not a lot of games in town for
I like
places
that.
to go present, right?
Right.
So the senior center, the library, the community center, like, it's hard to say like, well, we don't want to fund too many because like that's where people
No.
have to go. So,
Right.
yeah,
The senior
There's a-
center though is targeting the seniors.
seniors,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not that anybody can't attend, anybody can
but usually
attend.
people don't,
Right.
yeah.
But like the story
During
time
the day.
quintet
They
is
tend to be during the day.
targeting the
No,
young.
yeah,
ones, right?
yeah.
So
No, we're not gonna.
it isn't like we've got some targeting the seniors, so that should be the end, because we're also
Oh,
targeting
no,
all the
absolutely.
kids
Yeah.
Mhm.
at different
Yeah, we
age
just want to,
levels.
we're just trying to,
Yeah.
reach as many
Yeah.
as possible. so.
And with some variety and,
So, do we just want to vote
yes.
and like finish this tonight?
Sure,
Can we stay for like another 10 minutes
Yeah.
and
yeah.
Yeah.
like get through?
as well.
Yeah.
So how do I do this? Kate's got to put in that I can't vote. I have to recuse myself from voting on any of the historical society. So you vote in blocks.
Mhm.
So in that block, I excuse myself is what,
Mhm.
Mhm.
I can't think of his name, Greg said.
Mhm.
Alice?
Greg, yeah.
Yes,
Torellis,
that young man.
Okay.
okay?
You're turning it in blocks of,
Applicants?
applicants.
Yeah, so if you want to,
If
you
they-
know,
if they
Do we do them one by one or you said we do by applicant?
we went through
remember.
them one by one before I think, didn't we go through and say yes to each one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
typically.
Okay.
Does everyone want to call it up? I shared it with everyone, so I just to
Mhm.
make it easier, if everyone wants to call it up in their computer so that they can
Well,
see.
yeah.
Even go on.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna delete the
Oh, okay.
follow-up note.
All right, I'll share with Robin.
Oh, hang on, okay, hang on,
Now, let me share with you, because I didn't even get the Wi-Fi.
It is.
okay,
Is this the
I
right?
think.
all right.
Oh, I'm just using my own. No, that's not Kate Elliott. What the hell?
Oh, you are.
Oh, I just.
So sure, I forget how we did this. We do it one at a time.
We went through one at a time.
Yep.
And,
Recusals.
right,
I'm bolding all of the approved group.
I don't think I can.
I think this is.
I don't
real
see
time.
the email
So-
from
Yeah.
you.
It is.
I mean, you just don't vote. You don't have to leave the room because we've already, you left the room for the discussion.
Yeah, you
You have
can
to leave
just-
the room for the vote.
I can't vote.
No.
Yeah,
You can't
you
vote,
don't
but you
vote,
don't, I don't think.
but
if
you
you
just don't
sit
look at
anymore.
You don't have to leave.
We'll just look down.
Okay,
You're recusing yourself because you're not voting.
I'm recusing myself from the discussion.
Yeah,
Which
and
you
the
did.
vote- And the vote, yes.
yeah.
But you,
You don't have to
Just sitting there,
physically
you
get up
just
and leave,
don't
I
answer.
think. I don't think you
So I
don't vote.
think the best way to do this will be, I'll just go through every grant,
Yeah,
that every approved grant,
okay,
and we'll
Yep.
say, and
Yay or
I'll
no.
say the grant, someone else can say, I make the motion to approve,
Okay,
and then, okay, and then someone else will second it. Do we just want the
Okay.
same people to
yes,
say it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Are you gonna track?
Jen and I will
Okay.
do
Me,
that.
and
Okay.
sorry,
I can't
on
do
your
that. I'm the
spreadsheet, you're gonna,
chair.
you're
Oh,
gonna
No,
track,
I have to second. Somebody else has to second. So I will.
sorry, Megan, are you gonna
Okay.
track
As
on this,
co-chair,
the
can I do that
spreadsheet,
or no?
the voting as
Yes.
well?
I can make the motion.
What's that, Kate?
Sorry, are you gonna track on the spreadsheet the voting as well? Like who makes the
Yeah,
motion, who seconds the motion?
yeah, do you want to do that, or you want me to do it?
It'd be easier to do it in the spreadsheet, because otherwise I have to list out all the grant applications, that'd slow us down, I think.
Okay, hang on.
I also, if I have
motion-
editing, I don't know if I have
Give me a
editing
second,
capability
so-
on this, but,
No, that's perfect. I'll just do it in the spreadsheet. So,
okay.
so the first one is the grant application for the 140 Arts Collaborative. 140 Arts presents Spamalot for $750. And the motion would be for a $500 partially funded.
I make a motion to approve a $500 partially funded grant to 140 Arts Collaborative.
Second,
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. it passes.
So the next one that we approved is the Blackstone Valley Regional Vocational Tech High School, a $500 request for VVT band and chorus concert.
I make a motion to approve for $500 the BBT Band and Chorus Concert. Grant.
I'll second that.
Okay. All
All
in
in
favor?
favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, passes.
Right. The next one approved is the applicant Seema Jane Kenny for the Coming to America immigration for $550, fully funded.
I make a motion to approve Seema Jane Kenny Coming to America for $550.
I'll second that too.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. All right,
Okay.
passes.
I'll make the next motion so you don't.
Okay.
do
All right.
all the things.
The next one is the applicant from Danielle Kerouac, the music of McCartney for $350, fully funded.
I'll make a motion to approve the Paul McCartney music for $350.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, passes.
Okay, the next approval is from the Memorial Elementary School, the Cheryl Fay Presents Historical Woman Abigail Adams, fully funded at $700.
I'll make a motion to fund Cheryl Fay Presents Abigail Adams in the amount of, and I don't have the amount.
700.
700. 700.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. All right, passes.
The next one is the MURSD Multicultural Affair applicant for the Multicultural Affair for $700. This will be a partial funding at $625. Kate has excused herself due to a conflict of interest.
I make a motion to approve for $625 the MURSD Multicultural Fair.
I second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nope.
All right.
Yay, passes.
The next one is, oh, Marie did not get any of your grants passed. Sorry, Marie.
We had fun.
The next one is the applicant Lauren Schuer for the Art Adventures presentation. The request was $1,000 and this will be fully funded.
I'll make a motion to I'll make a motion to support Art Adventures for $1,000.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Nay, passes.
All right, next one approved is for the Upton Historical Society, Native American History. Funding request for
And then you excuse yourself.
$900. This is fully funded. Lynn Haggerty is excused due to conflict of interest.
I make a motion to approve for $900 in Native American History of Upton.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, passes.
All right. The next one is the Upton Historical Society Remembrances of Westboro Speedway from an Upton perspective. This is a request for $325, fully funded. Lynn is excused from voting due to a conflict of interest.
I make the motion to approve for $325. The
I'll second that.
remembrance of Westboro Speedway from an Upton perspective.
Scott wants to vote.
Second that.
All
Okay.
right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, passes.
Okay, hang on a second. The next one is an applicant, the Upton Senior Center Game Shows to Go. Request is for $250. This would be fully funded.
I make a motion to approve Game Shows to Go, $250.
Second,
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, passes.
Right. Next one is from the Upton Town Library, Storytime Quintet. Request is for $850. This would be fully funded.
I make a motion to approve $850 to the Upton Town Library for Storytime Quintet.
I second that.
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I was thinking about something else.
All right,
All right.
final one,
Last but
guys.
not least.
This is a request from Matt York for Willie Nelson songs.